I have not played Trials this week, so.
Osteo and 1,000-Yard Stare. Mindbenders and No Time to Explain. That's Warcry. No Time to Explain and Found Verdict. Oh boy.
Only one other sniper. Nice.
Welcome to the Wild West.
All right.
Hold nothing back.
I'm watching Flank.
Wow, that was quick. Right on the point.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Hail.
Okay, shot me out of the air.
Oh my god. Thank you, guys.
I'm watching Body. I'm watching Bodies.
He's weak. I'm going to do something stupid.
Okay, I'm dead. He's at steps. There we go. They're getting their body up near me. Now there's one left on my body. He ran away.
There's no way. Leave me alone.
Let's go.
He's going for the res.
Yep. Okay, he poked and sniped me. It's all you, Hazel.
I just, for real, just turned a corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right. Upon 4 losses, we shall build our comeback.
I'm down. I put my sniper up.
I did too.
Oh, God. Am I playing against Toast right now?
Yeah.
Right?
Trip mines?
1v1.
Nope. Not pushing that.
He's coming right now. Oh, nice job. Nice job.
Nice.
Oh,
Snipe
God.
that,
I
right?
love Chaperone.
You're like, snipe this.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for spending your time with us today. Welcome to episode 196. Damn, so close, Hazel. Of Guardian Down Cast, a Destiny podcast. Hey, if you love to play the game Destiny 2, you've come to the right place. We're a couple of gamer dads that have played Destiny since that day one release back in 2014, and we're just as passionate about it today as we were back then. We discuss key topics and news within the gaming community so you can be in the loop. And we not only seek the stories of Destiny content creators, but we're a podcast that gives a voice to the stories of our Destiny community members out there. And in this game, that's what it's all about, right? We're the show that asks, how's that mid-season patch feeling? I'm your host, Todd, the Gator, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. Hey, man. How you been this week?
Oh, man. Slowly getting better. Apparently my daughter was in her giving mood and actually gave the same shit to my mother-in-law.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, my mother-in-law is maybe 4 days ahead of me, and she's still got a cough and that, so she's my future. I'm like, okay, so I've got another 4 days of this shit. So yeah, good times. But besides that, I not much else really. Just working and that kind of thing. So yeah, cool. I got recognized today. That was pretty cool at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Want to share? I
did a thing using Excel, and it actually went out to I was in a room with, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I was in a room where I was the lowest paid person. Yeah. I presented what I did to basically a bunch of executives and above executive level.
Wow.
And, yeah, it was pretty fun, actually, because they were asking me questions and I'm answering them hey, this is what it does. This is how you use it. This is the goal. And they were just like, wow, this is really awesome. So they're going to use it, and they have been using it, and already saving the company tons of money, and hopefully saving them even more than that. So,
dude, sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, they threw me a bone, and I was like, nice, I'll take that.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, why not? How about you, man? How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been, I gotta be honest, I haven't gotten a lot of Destiny in this week. It's been a busy week at work, and, I actually met with the psychologist today to get assessed for ADHD, and ta-da, big surprise. I got it. And they call it, inattentive, I guess, is the variety of ADHD I have. So that's what my son has been telling me I've had for years now. So it was nice to hear that it was confirmed today. And, yeah, we're looking into, some type of, plan to help offset stuff, and we'll just have to see how it turns out. So, yeah, it's been a weird week, man. That's for sure. But a lot of work got done, and, but unfortunately not a lot of Destiny got done. So, we'll have to see how you guys did this week.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, with Destiny is, it's always there.
Yeah, you can come back to it whenever. Yeah, exactly. Well, I was doing the legendary shard glitch because shout out to Mohafo and several others in our Discord. They said, "Oh, Gator, legendary shard glitch," and I'm like, "Whoa, what?" And I immediately logged in this morning before getting my coffee and everything, and was just loading them up. And I think I got about 300 or 400 before they patched it and shut it down. So, I'll take what I can get. Still think they need to put that where you can purchase legendary shards. That's just stupid. Anyway.
No, they really don't.
Oh, okay.
How many legendary shards do you have now, man?
On my main account, I've got about 1,300, I think. Focusing costs a lot, man. I focused a lot of weapons during Iron Banner a couple weeks ago, and man,
that's on you, man.
That chews up them. Well, I mean, if you're trying to farm anything, even like I was trying to farm some pulse rifles at good old Zavala, and it's 20, it's 20 a pop. Plus, you have to have the special engrams, and it adds up.
Whoa! We're not even into the meat of the show yet, and I'm already just triggered. So, all right, we got to put a pin in this.
We'll get into it.
I want to talk about it.
All right, good. Well, hey, we got another brand new guest of the show this week. He's been a member of our community for some time now and has been known to have some connection with a chaperone, exotic shotgun. I don't know. It's our friend Big Briggs. I mean, every time we have a stream or anything going on or scrims or anything, Briggs is there, man. So how you been, man?
He is.
Oh, I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Yeah, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Here's what we have lined up, by the way. We're going to hear Briggs' story, of course, his Destiny journey. He's also going to get a crack at our fast fire question and answer segment we call the speed run. Hazel's going to go over this week at Bungie for the 8th week of Season of Defiance. We'll also give you our feedback on the new mid-season patch that just dropped, and maybe even a little Trials Labs initial impressions, at least. Then we're going to answer your questions from our SpeakPipe voicemails in our Discord. We're picking some new music tonight for our show playlist. So another jam-packed show. Uncle Scumdeath is back tonight with another Scumdeath's Corner. All right, let's roll. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or you can find us on our Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what picks our weekly guests want to share with you. Or, you know what? Just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all of our contact information and where else you can find us to play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Man, don't or me. Hey, Guardians, while you're at it, follow our Guardian Downcast show playlist. We have it on Spotify and Apple Music. We post these links in our show description every week. So check us out. And later, Guardian.
Toddles.
Oh, come on, man. Not the toddles again.
What's wrong with the toddles?
Nothing, I guess.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you can always edit it out.
Yeah, I'll edit it. Okay. Well, Mr. Briggs, how you been, man? You doing good this week?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. A long week, but, it's almost over.
Yeah, the weekend, baby. The weekend. Well, where are you from those in the Discord that don't know?
So I'm from a suburb just outside of Chicago, about 15 minutes outside of Chicago.
Nice.
But I just tell everybody I live in Chicago.
Yeah, I've been there, man. That's a busy city. Let me tell you.
Yeah, busy is the word you can say for it.
I almost got run over by a taxi, man. The taxi drivers in that city do not wait for anybody, at least in my experience.
Yeah, see, I like to think of the taxi drivers as the first boss, but the final boss are the actual citizens.
Oh, okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, well, awesome, man. What do you do for a living, sir?
I work in fire protection as a sprinkler fitter.
Okay, so you go in the commercial buildings and outfit them, or do you sell?
I'm a fitter, so I go out and outfit stuff.
Very cool, man. Keeping places from burning down, right?
Trying my best to.
Yeah, I've seen some of the pictures that you share, and it's like you're like way up there in buildings and stuff.
Yeah, it all depends on the building I'm at. Like right now, I'm at a country club. It's a pool house and a fitness center and a bunch of other things in there because it's a lot of money there. But yeah, so it's all wood construction and climbing up like 20, 25 feet up. Some places are higher, but I love it, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, I saw some of those pics too. You're up there, man.
Yeah, and of course, with my trade, we're always the last ones in, so we gotta fight through everybody else's stuff, which means you can't always do OSHA approved way of things.
I hear you. Nice.
All right. So what was your earliest video game memory, or one of them?
One of my earliest video game memories is probably playing the Dreamcast with my father. Yeah, I think that, well, let me rephrase that. My father giving me a controller that wasn't plugged up while he was playing the Dreamcast and me thinking I was playing with him.
Oh, I got you.
That's
probably
awesome.
that.
I'm sorry. I did that to my son too when I was first gaming. I gave him a controller that had a wire, but it wasn't plugged into anything. He was right there playing with me, man.
Yep.
Hey, what they don't know won't hurt them.
Dreamcast, man.
Until I found out, and I made a big fuss about it. My controller's not plugged in, Dad. He was like, ah, crap. Figured it out.
So parents, what the moral of the story is give him a wireless one.
So what was the first game that you remember?
The first game I remember is Let's Get Ready to Rumble.
Oh yeah.
I remember that game.
Yep. Yeah, that game was super fun. I lost a lot, but I had fun the whole time, so it didn't matter.
Man, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yep.
Brings me back. Well, sir, how did you find this game Destiny? Did you play Destiny 1 or Destiny 2? Or both?
It's a funny story about that. So I technically played D1, just not for long.
Okay.
So I got D1, I can't remember exactly when it was. Probably around 2015, I think. And I got D1. I saved up all of my like allowance money and everything. Went to the store and bought it because I saw my uncle playing it. And then my mom came in and was like, "Hey, what's that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's this game called Destiny." And she was like, "I don't know how I feel about you shooting people in the face." And I was like, "No, it's just aliens." And then I walked into Crucible. And then I got shot in the face a bunch of times. She was like, "Yeah, I think you should take this game back." And I was like, "No, I just bought it." And I argued with my mom and dad. And dad was like, "Well, no, she wins this one." So as I'm getting ready to turn the game off, I get, the match finishes and then I get an exotic drop, which I had no clue what it was at the time. And I was just like, "What's this yellow thing?" And it said, wait, what gun was that? It was Gallarhorn. Yeah.
What?
I got Gallarhorn to drop my first Crucible match, and then I had to take the game back. I got hate mail, everything. I didn't even know what that was all about. So, yep. So it got me in the D1, and then D2. I had a few friends who played, and they were just like, "Oh, you should try this game out." And I was like, I tried out the first one. I didn't play much of it, but they got me hooked. And then a bunch of them stopped playing, so I'm still here.
Damn. That is something.
Yep. I can say I like Gallarhorn now, though. Actually, after being able to use it.
So, what have you been up to in the game?
Losing a lot in PvP.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah. That, I'm trying to get into a little bit more PvE stuff. Been running a lot of dungeons with one of my friends. Just trying to get exotics. We ran a few raids to get the exotics for that too. So just slowly making that, ticking off the boxes for that list.
What about you, Hazel?
What about you, Gator?
Oh, okay.
Jinx.
Ah, shit. Okay, I'll answer. I haven't done really a whole lot this week. Like I said, my business has been just cranking. But I did, I actually have not even jumped on to play the last epilogue yet. I still had yet to do that. But I know it's out there. I don't care if I'm spoiled or not because I've already heard kind of what's happening. But no, just I played some comp. I think, Tuesday night with, Warcry and Native Raider. That was a good time. We played for probably a couple hours, I think, at least. I actually dropped down into Silver 1. I was like, oh, this is not good. And we were playing on console, but by the end of the night, I was already back to Gold 3, moving up into Gold 2. So, but Native's a good player, man, and Warcry's okay. But I mean, I don't know. Comp feels good. It's like every Crucible game. You're going to have some bad games that you just want to move on. Some games you feel really good about yourself. That's just the nature of matchmaking. But other than that, I know I've got we've got another raid tomorrow. We're going to be jumping on, and another Ron. But other than that, that's been me, man. What about you? I'll turn it back to you. What have you been doing this week in Destiny?
Oh man. I think I've done 3 Rons, I believe, this week.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, I'm all about trying to beat your ass to 1810.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
So yeah, so I am 2 pieces of armor away.
I'll tell you here. I'll tell you where I'm at. I'm at 1808. I'm almost there.
There's a world of difference.
I know there is. The pinnacles. You got to make sure the pinnacles drop actually what you need. Oh, it's a mess. I know. But hey, next season we won't have to worry about this. So I figure it's the last time we have to power up everything. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah.
So I did 3 Rons. That was pretty eventful. Learned a new strat, or not really a new strat, just like chaos mode strat for it. And,
okay.
Yeah, it was, something. I'll say that. We had one guy so for planets, we had, top was doing numbers. So they did 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And bottom was doing wall, top, and inner, I believe.
Yeah. They did that on ours too last week.
And I'm like, we were all doing just different things. And I'm like, okay, well, this is like chaos mode for fucking Ron. But, it worked. We all did it and it was okay. I think I've got my 10 carries, or my 10, help 10 people get theirs.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. I have not done the Nightfall. I'm just going to be brutally honest and say that because I'm scared of it.
It's, what is it this week? It's,
the Mars Battleground.
Yes. That's your one you hate, right?
Well, I mean, it's the one that I've been most like, okay, so like, this is one like you need to actually prep for and things like this. You have to treat it like a GM, basically.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This isn't one you can just haphazardly just throw yourself in and like kick the shit out of it. This is, yeah. But, aside from that, I'm, starting to work on my stuff to get to level 11 or rank 11 for Guardian ranks.
You're going to go for it, huh?
Yeah. Why not? So I'm going to try to solo Spire of the Watcher.
Oof.
And, I made it to the first boss solo, even flawless even. That was pretty cool. Did about 3 million damage on the boss. And then he got a wild hair up his ass and flew right into me and sent me flying.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, I did not expect that bullshit. So, yeah, that was something neat that I had to watch out for. And aside from that, that's pretty much it.
I also wanted to give a shout out. I did actually play Gambit this week because you convinced me that Gambit wasn't too bad when you played it last week in the last week's show. I wanted to give a shout out to Kingsley Mac, Metal Mark, and High Tech Turtle. Never played with these guys. Really good guys to game with, by the way. We started off where I think Metal or High Tech was invading, and I was running a kind of a combination of Remote Collector and a Sentry, watching the blockers. I was using the Leviathan's Breath bow, and it takes out the major blockers in one shot if you hit them in the head. So keep that in mind if you are like using that bow. But yeah, had a good time. Played for probably an hour and a half. Got a good number of games in. I got 2 of the little trinkets. I never remember the name of these things. The Mementos. Thank you. I feel like this is deja vu. Like I've already talked about this before, but yeah, I had a good time. And anything else? Any guys? I think we already kind of covered it, didn't we? As far as what we've done this week.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
actually, you know what though? Let's go ahead and just talk about our trials experience.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, let's explain what we did. We went with the clean cards, right? Fresh cards. We played 5 matches total, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Lost the first 2 matches really quick, so we got flawed pretty quickly. Now, granted,
purpose.
we were
On
playing on the
purpose.
PC lobbies because Hazel was on mouse and keyboard and Briggs and I were on
blame
console.
Hazel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys think? Did you see a difference?
Yeah, to me, it was a pretty big difference. It was a lot closer. Even being on console, it was a lot closer playing against the PC players. I won't say like they sucked or anything, but the skill level gap was a little lower. So I could peek a corner without just getting murdered immediately.
What do you think,
That's a
Hazel?
good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the sniper was on point that first game. That sniper was not missing.
Yeah.
I got shot mid-blink. Yeah.
Well, that's your fault for using Blink, though, right?
Well, blink usually is not usually will not. It'll take the aim assist off because it goes invisible for a slight second, like the hunter dodge. But no, he took me right out of the air.
Yeah.
Almost too good.
I mean,
but you never can tell, man. People are using any kind of
Don't be
cheating
salty.
software. I'm not being salty. I'm just saying he did not miss at all. Not at all. I mean, and it's not like we just stood flat footed out there and let him shoot us.
well, speak for yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't at least. So if you were, then that's on you. But what did you think of the third game, Hazel? Did you think once we went into the what is it called? Not the challenger pool, but the
practice pool.
practice pool. Did you think you saw a difference?
Oh, yeah. I mean, but you have to figure too. I mean, for what it was, it was PC lobby and then it was also a 3-stack. So
That's true.
remember, Bungie went out of their way to make sure that if you're a 3-stack, that you're going against other 3-stacks.
Right.
So,
So we won that game, came into our game number 4. And do you guys remember what happened in game 4? It was very close, but I think we lost it, right?
we won. No, we won game.
No, we
4.
lost the third one.
We lost the third
I
one.
thought we lost the third one, and then we won game 4.
The game 4 was it was obvious that we were a little higher skill because we won 4-1.
Yeah.
No,
and
4-2.
4-2?
I think they, yeah.
And then
They come back.
the very last game, or number 5 game, we had definitely a flawed card. We had 1 win and 3 losses on the card. And what did you guys think of the very last game?
Very last game, it was a little bit closer to, I guess I'd say it was a little bit closer to the third one. It wasn't a terrible match, but the skill level was back to where it was a little bit more even.
Yeah, it came down the wire, didn't it? And didn't know what happened,
Yeah.
Hazel? Came to the wire. You could have gone either way.
It was definitely, a close one. I think it was like 5-3 at the end.
It wasn't the first 2 games, I can say that for sure.
The first 2 games were over so quick, it was like a blip. First we had the killer sniper that just killed all of us. Then we had the second game, which was just a Forerunner Adepts.
Stomping.
Just ran over us. And like an idiot, I was trying to snipe. So, I should have switched off by then. But, they were very quick. I gotta hand it to Bungie is that the games were quick. So if you're getting stomped, it was a quick stomp and you were in and out.
Yeah, you could forget about it really quickly because you were back in.
Yeah. Back in playing another one.
Yep.
So what are your overall thoughts from just those 5 games? Just super initial. I know this is not a scientific method, but we played 5 games as a 3-stack. What's your overall thoughts, Briggs? What are your conclusion from what you played tonight?
I'll say because I played console lobbies too. On console lobbies, it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. I just got terrible teammates every time I played. But no, I like it so far.
Hazel, what's your overall, you think?
Yeah, I did some solo too on console, just like Briggs did. And I really, really liked solo. It was it was very nice. I think I made it like 2 or 3 wins in a row.
Nice.
And it was actually me contributing and shit. And then for real, it was the last game. And, Briggs was talking about, what was it? He was talking about his teammates and they were just complete and utter ass.
Yeah.
Well, I see this one guy and he has an Uber meta loadout.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 2, one guy was rocking Trinity Ghoul. And The other guy was running some hand cannon that was just not meta. So, I mean, it's one that you've never seen before, basically.
Like a 180 or something. Yeah, something.
Yeah. I mean, it was something, some trash.
Okay.
Well, we would kill the other two guys pretty quickly. And then the other guy, the one guy who actually used the metal loadout and everything, he got like constant 1v3s on us and would kick the shit out of us.
Oh, boy. Himself. Really?
Yeah.
Movement.
I was like, oh my God.
If it comes down to a 1v1 or even a 1v3, movement is the skill gap. It really is.
Yeah.
It's something it takes a long time to master too.
Yeah. That 1v3 was like super, like after the third one, it was like, okay, that's a thing now. Yeah, we need to do something about that guy.
And that's usually the right play though, Hazel. You usually, if it's a 1v3, usually the game dictates that you charge that person because they obviously can't shoot three people at once. So if you charge in all at once, but you were playing solo, so they probably weren't exactly coordinated, right?
Oh no. Yeah, we were not coordinated in the least. So, I mean, we were one step away from playing grab ass. So,
well, as far as my overall, just from those 5 games, it seems to me like the system's working, but I'm going to play solo this weekend and I'll give you some feedback next week, Hazel, on the next week's show. Yeah. And, I'll do some little testing because I'm going to be playing Saturday, some trials and see how this works because it goes back to normal next week. So this is the week to try it. We'll just have to see. Cool. All right. Well, let's get back to our questions for Big Briggs here.
Okay. So Briggs, why do you game?
I'd say it's probably, just mostly for like association with friends, getting to actually like talk to people. I'm an only child, so playing video games was something I could do by myself and would keep me occupied. And then eventually when I started playing games online and I could actually play with my friends online instead of going by their house and like having to get a ride over their house, like it got me hooked.
Nice. Only child here too.
Yeah, I get that.
Unite.
Rise up.
Wonder Twins. Hey, I had a couple quick questions here, Briggs. These are ones I kind of like to ask. Number one, do you do bounties?
Only if they come from shacks.
Okay. So Crucible bounties, gotcha. They're easy to complete.
Yeah, they're pretty fun to complete.
I mean, you can just be playing the game.
Crucible, so yeah, I'm playing mostly Crucible, so I figure why not. Right.
Have you dipped your toe into the new GMs or the new strikes?
Oh God, no.
No. Okay. Hey, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Strikes. I played a couple strikes. I played the new Lake of Shadows. It took a minute for me to realize why I was taking damage when nobody was shooting at me, but after I figured that part out, it wasn't too bad.
Nice. Okay.
What do you think
about the new strike?
Yeah, what do you think?
With the new Lake of Shadows?
Yeah, how they remade it. Yeah.
I like it. It keeps my attention now. Before I felt like the hardest part was just getting to the boss, and then we got to the boss and just like, all right, cool. And I'm already thinking about like what we're gonna do next to like, what my loadout for like the next Crucible match was gonna be, as we're like just slowly murdering this guy. Well, not slowly, just quickly just murdering this guy, just shoving rockets. But now I actually have to like focus on like, hey, I can actually die in this room now.
Yeah, that's true. That last boss isn't as easy as it used to be. My other question I had was, how did you originally find our little Discord community?
It's funny. I found the Discord community I found it through Two Titans and a Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Never heard that before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's not a common answer at all.
Yeah, so I was in their community. I just joined the Discord. Cause I kept hearing them talk about, oh, join our Discord. So I hopped in the Discord and then I saw it was a private match and I was like, oh, okay, scrims. All right, let's see how that goes. I'm probably going to just get stomped by all these people in scrims. And, I joined it and Hazel was like, hey, where you at, buddy? And I was just like, I'm in the Discord. He's like, no, you got to be in our Discord. And I was like, all right, I guess so. So got the link, join join your Discord, and been here ever since. Started listening to the show and everything.
Hey, Hazel.
Yeah.
We need to get with Laz, the lawyer, and make sure that Night Demon gets those royalties for sending them our way.
Yeah.
We've been neglecting
it's
that.
Okay. I mean, they have enough royalties, you know.
Yeah. Well, he is royal, right? Because he's from the UK.
Does he have a monocle too?
I won't go down that. I won't go down that road. Cool deal, man. Well, hey, I always like to know how people find us, you know. So, hey, I wanted to give a shout out to all of our new members. By the way, if you just joined our Discord, take a look around. It's just blown me away, man. Hazel and I both have talked about it privately in chats, and we're like, man, what is going on here? It has just gone crazy. And I want to, especially our established members and moderation team in our Discord has really stepped up to make sure everyone feels welcome. So thank you all for that. I know it sometimes goes unsaid, but I want to make sure we acknowledge you guys tonight for that. So thank you.
Except for Rodimus. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, no comment.
I kid.
Laz is on speed dial. I want to make sure I'm good to go in that department. Okay. Well, thanks. Thanks for answering that question for me, Briggs.
Okay. I believe signature questions.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Briggs.
Mr. is my father. Just call me Briggs.
Okay. So, Briggs, do you have any hobbies outside of gaming?
Yes. I'm a very avid basketball player.
Really?
I won't say I'm good, but I love to play basketball.
How tall are you?
6 foot even.
Okay. It's good height. Sorry, Brittany.
I won't make fun of her too much because she lives too close to me to.
I was just going to say, the reason I said that is because she's not far from you. She's in a suburb of Chicago as well, I believe. Yeah. Yep. Sorry. You know I love you, Brittany. You know I'm just kidding. Basketball. Damn. Okay.
Yep. I love basketball.
Did you play it in high school and junior high and all that?
So I never actually played on the team, but I played in tournaments and little leagues all around.
Very cool, man.
Yes. Position.
So at like pickup gyms, I'm a bigger guy, so I typically play like center or power forward, but in tournaments I'll play like the small forward, occasionally the 2 guard, like whenever we decide to go like really big, but that doesn't happen often at all.
Nice.
All right, good to know. Well, Briggs, you know I have to ask this. I'm legally obligated to ask this, in fact, and that is, dude, what is up with that gamer tag?
So originally, I'm not very creative when it comes to these things. So my last name is Briggins, so Briggs is a shortened version of that. But I didn't get that idea. My father actually had it. So he was what was it? He was Big Al 66 on original Xbox. And then he went from Big Al 66 to Mr. Alby 66 or whatever. And everybody that knows him would just call him Briggs anyway. So my gamer tag went from Little Al 98 because I wanted to be like him. And then I was just like, you know what? I get a free name change. I'm not little anymore, so I just call myself Big Briggs.
That makes sense.
Nice.
The 28 is the 28th my birth date, and I always like the way the number looks, so I just threw it on the back of the name too.
Nice, good, cool.
That's so cool.
I think we have one more from you, Hazel, and I'll close us out tonight, man.
Yep. So, Mr. Briggs, I'm sorry, Big Briggs. There we go. Do you have a motto or mantra or a couple of them that you like?
I like to say this is mine, but I stole this from my father too. But think of the worst thing that could happen, and decide if that's worth doing. I do a lot of stupid stuff just impulsively in general, so that always gets me to like slow down for a second, and I'm just like, do I really want to do this and weigh stuff out? So yeah, that'll probably be it.
Wow.
Sounds like you really looked up to your dad, man.
Yeah, my dad and I are really close.
That's awesome. Does he still game?
Yeah, he does occasionally. Not as much as he used to, but yeah, he still plays.
That's cool. Does he play Destiny?
He does not. It moves too fast for him.
Oh,
He used to be super big into Halo, and
Really?
he came in the room one day and watched me play Destiny. I was like, no, too many people in the air, too many people flying around. I'm good.
Yeah, it can be a lot. That's for sure. All right, I'll close it out then. This is my favorite question of the show, and that is, Big Briggs, what's one thing about you that our community might not know about you?
That I used to box when I was younger.
Whoa.
That's something we didn't know.
It. Yep.
Like junior league, or what age are we talking?
I did from at least 12 to 15.
Okay.
I sparred a lot with my sparring partner. I think he won Golden Gloves 2 years straight.
Damn.
How good a boxer did you think you were?
I was okay.
Okay.
So the only thing that sucked is, again, my mom, but I love her. But she was like, I don't want you to get messed up boxing. And I was just like, no, it's fine. She was like, you're not gonna actually box, are you? Just like, no, just sparring. In the background, my coach and my dad and I are all getting stuff ready. Like, all right, so you're gonna get your hands registered. Your first fight is gonna be here and here. And then next thing you know, my mom's like, wait, what's all this pay for? And it's like, nothing. You don't need to look at that. And next thing you know, it's like, nah, I don't think I want to be boxing anymore. So
it got too real.
Yeah, it did.
It can't be any different than playing football, because you can still get concussions and stuff playing football.
It's way different, man.
It's a little different. it's a little different.
As far as head trauma, I don't know, man. Football's pretty brutal.
It's not a guarantee you'll get hit every play playing football.
Well,
it's a guarantee
that's
you're
true.
gonna get hit
You're right.
every time you get in the ring.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, Big Briggs, dude, thanks for sharing your life with us tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right. That means it's time for this week at Bungie.
I tried to think of something witty.
See, I made it shorter this time. Hey, Hazel, we need to record another ADMA, dude.
Haven't we done enough of these?
Yeah, I know, but we're getting feedback from our community that they're getting old, so come on. Let's just do it real quick.
All right. Do I need to run this by Laz first?
No, we're fine. Hey, everyone. We just wanted to let everyone know that if you're looking for a clan, we have a Destiny 2 clan, and we invite you all to be a part of it.
All we ask is that you join our Discord community and just enjoy playing the game. We will communicate with you there, and you'll also be assigned a special clan role as well, and a channel.
So look for the invite link in our Discord, in our GDC clan channel, or you can click the link right down there below in our show description.
Yep, our Discord community is pretty awesome. And we have hundreds of active, like-minded Destiny 2 gamers in there. Also, we have a special 100.io bot that can put together groups for whatever you want to get done.
So hit that link, join our community at discord.gg/GuardianDowncast. And if you want to be in our clan, just let one of our mods know, and we'll open the door for you.
All right, enough of this shameless plug. That's it. Cut.
Okay, fine. Jeez. Later, Guardian.
Laz?
No, okay, I'm out. All right, Hazel, 8th week of Season of Defiance. What is going on with Bungie this week, man?
Oh, man. Not exactly a lot. This is a new TWAB from Timon. I'm guessing that's Timon. That's how you say it. This is the German community manager. And this week, looking at the highlights of the mid-season patch, which I'm really not going to go into too much, but what we are going to talk about is regarding the mid-season patch that basically Bungie did a bunch of stealth nerfs and then kind of came out and said, oops, we messed up, and you probably need to know about this. So, yeah. And they nerfed Strand for hunters significantly, where basically hunters cannot do, like, I mean, before they could do like the grenade and melee, and it would go ahead and they would get orbs from both, and it would speed things up with the super and everything along those lines. Well, they nerfed the hell out of that, so that doesn't work anymore. And then, a couple other things regarding Strand and Hunters that they nerfed. So it doesn't feel good to hear that. And then, what do you guys think about that? About that stealth nerf? Did you guys know that they did that?
No. So my hunter hasn't left the dungeon that I keep him chained in probably about a season. So
what's a hunter? No, I'm just kidding. I haven't.
I'm talking more regarding stealth nerfs, though. That's the thing that I'm referring to.
Yeah, I guess I typically don't really like stealth nerfs, especially if it's something that affects something I use. But I feel like a nerf doesn't need to be stealth. We can all be transparent about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gator.
So it was done purposely in the background. They didn't tell anybody, and then they came out and said, "Oh," or was it more of a mistake? They were like,
"Hey, these notes didn't make it into the patches." But
okay. Yeah,
it's weird that half the notes didn't make it into the patch because I don't know. It just seems really, really weird to me.
Well, everyone always thinks the patch notes that come out are exactly the same of what they talked about. And there's always other few things they throw in there. So it's always worth looking. But I don't know. It's a hunter. They're damn near useless anyway. What?
But
they got a nice throwing knife.
What if they did, something changed to warlocks?
Don't talk that way. No.
Yeah. What if that one lone hunter...
Put myself in that spot. No, especially if it's a subclass that I'm used to playing and I've gotten used to and it's my go-to. Yeah, I would definitely be upset. And I would want to know why they nerfed it, of course. But why did they nerf it? Did they say why?
It's benefiting people too much, like like anything else in the game that benefits the players, that Bungie's like, nope, can't do that now.
Well,
almost like that legendary.
Like the legendary farm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we even agreed that you even predicted that Strand was going to come out hot, and then they were going to start tuning it back, right? Eventually.
Yeah, but even as hot as Strand was, it still was not as hot as the warlock on stasis.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Because that shit was killing people from across the map and everything, and it was just not a good time.
At all.
If it was on my warlock, I would be a little upset. But in this game, there's so many different options of what to use. But if it's your go-to, if Strand's really what you're going to now, yeah, I'd be upset about that. Yeah. As long as they can, explain why they had to tail it back. And if Bungie tends to nerf things a little too hard sometimes where they have to bring it back up in future patches. So that's probably what'll happen here with the Hunter.
It's nothing crazy. It's just the fact that they did it and didn't tell anyone.
Right.
Right. That's the issue that people are having with it and the whole transparency thing. So I don't know. I don't think it's a good look on top of all of the shit that's broken in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they had bigger things they could.
And then they go out of their way to do the shit that, penalizes the crowd.
Poor hunters. They never get respect.
It's not like
I'm not even talking about that, man.
Because the Titan wasn't nerfed, or the Warlock wasn't nerfed, right? It was just the Hunter?
Well, it was all of them, when it came to it. But the Hunter was the one that
got affected the most.
We can't have that. We can't have that. I thought it was just you guys.
Yeah, pitchforks are out now.
Yeah, no, this can't stand.
Yeah. So, okay, well, my view on it is that it's BS and they need to be completely transparent with the shit that they're doing, because I don't know, man. I'm just floored that, I don't know. I think you guys are just okay with it and things like this. I just want some transparency.
No, I agree. I would like transparency, especially considering they're typically transparent with a lot of things they do. Well, they've been transparent a lot more recently, so... I've never really understood stealth nerfs. We're going to figure it out regardless, so there's no point in actually.
Yeah, we test everything.
And stuff. Yeah,
we know we're gonna know the numbers if something's different. So, yeah.
I mean, it's just I don't know. It just doesn't
let people have
right.
fun playing the game.
No, that's not allowed, man.
Bungie's gonna send a couple of agents to my door now. I might not be able to finish the podcast.
Well, they're in Washington, so I think you're okay.
Yeah, it's a 4-hour flight.
Yeah, and they're lazy. Unless they just Control-C, Control-V somebody that, they used previously. I got jokes. Okay. Gator laughed. Do you hear that?
I laughed a little.
It's rare.
I laughed a little.
Yeah. Made me feel special.
Oh my gosh. Don't let it go to your head. All right.
It's almost as special as a Warcry laugh.
Let's see if I can.
Those are awesome.
See if I can do a Warcry laugh. No, I can't even do it. His voice is like 10 levels below mine. It's like superhuman low voice. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's like, that's what we should do. We should try, let's all three try our best Warcraft.
We should have a contest, the best Warcraft, the closest to Warcry's laugh, and Warcraft, what am I doing? Warcry is the judge. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
All right. So, but yeah, regarding stealth nerfs, I don't care who it's against. Be transparent about it. I mean, this just doesn't look good, especially on top of all the shit that's broken, all the error codes and downtime on the servers and everything. It's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of disruption this week in the servers. That's probably part of the reason I was on one morning and it was down for like half the day. It was really bad this week.
Yeah. I mean, well, that was for the
patch, right?
So that's nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal.
So, all right. There we are. Keynotes from the patch, just so in case anybody doesn't know about it. Bungie did go ahead and they did nerf. No, I'm just kidding. They did go ahead and increase the damage against red bars and orange bars in PvE for auto rifles, pulse hand cannons, and sidearms, as well as scouts.
Have you guys tried this?
Oh, hell yeah.
Have you felt the difference? I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Yeah. Shit feels OP.
Okay.
I have to dig my Quicksilver Storm out there.
Hold my beer. I'm going in this weekend.
Yeah. It feels good, and fun fact, it makes the Ron stuff even easier.
Oh, really?
Because let's just face it, Ron was too hard to begin with, and it needed to be harder.
I haven't ran it. I haven't run it yet. But, that's what I've been hearing from everybody. It's too hard of a raid.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think new players are realizing that it's not a walk in the park. You still got to have a job.
Yeah, that is true. For new players, it is something definitely that's, it is outside of their comfort zone, I'm sure. Because
why can't we just let them just sit in a corner and just shoot random stuff?
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Work?
They can. It depends on who you raid with. If you raid with me or Bell or somebody like that, then, we're going to make you, we're going to put your ass to work. We're going to be like, hey, you're not going to be a blight on society. You're going to, actually be awesome and do some shit.
If there's one good thing that came out of this raid, people at least saw that, at least in their perception, saw that it was an easy raid and everyone was touting it was an easy raid. At least it got them to at least try it. We've had a lot of people diving in and trying it. So if there's any takeaway, at least that's one positive we can take out of this.
Yeah. And I mean, for me, I mean, it is definitely one of those things where I'm like, it is an easier raid if you're experienced with raiding.
Right.
If you're not experienced with raiding, it's a raid in name only. It's just.
I will say, after seeing I haven't, like I said, I haven't run it yet, but watching the raid race while I was at work, and they finished it as I was getting back into my truck. to drive home, and I was just like, nah. Something's off with that. And I was watching Dado's streams, and he didn't even come close to being first.
No,
so
he didn't.
When I found that out, I was like, oh wow, maybe they should have made this a little harder.
Nah.
Nope, not taking that bait.
That's bait.
I'm just going to sit back and hear you guys perseverate. I'm good.
But seriously, though, I mean, it's a raid in name only. But moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Bungie did release an accessibility blog, and they talk about things like reticle changes, full auto melee charge or changes, toggle settings for like just in general, like you can change like pretty much the color on any of your settings now. Subtitle color choice too. That's a pretty cool thing. And then after all that, they did go ahead and they talked about the new Arbalist ornament that was fan chosen and all that good stuff. So, they're doing that again, FYI. And it's going to be either Izanagi's Burden, Wither Horde, or Thunderlord is going to get the new treatment. So, again, in case anybody who doesn't know, aka Kingsley, stop giving misinformation. That's my job. So now I have to correct his issue, or his misinformation, with my own misinformation, which is actually true. So, you're going to go ahead and you're going to vote for one of these three, and then the artist is going to do 3 different versions or concepts for the winner. And then we're going to vote for that winner.
And we're all going to vote for Thunderlord, right?
Yep. I was just going to say that's what I voted for. Because here's the problem. Thunderlord has pretty meh ornaments as it is. It just barely changes the paint scheme. I want something a little more drastic. Don't you guys?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful gun. That's why I voted for it.
But here's the thing, though. Thunderlord's not going to win.
Oh, you think? Oh, which one do you think's going to win?
Well, I'm like 99% sure it's going to be Wither Horde because it's the gun that everybody uses.
Yeah, but the Hive Wither Horde ornament already looks badass on that weapon. It doesn't need another ornament. And Izanagi's, they got a good ornament too. It's like a sword ornament. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, Izanagi's is awesome.
That's why I voted for Thunderlord, because the ornaments that's already out for the Thunderlord aren't that great. I don't know. It's just me.
No, I agree with you completely, but on a...
Wait, can you say that again? You get closer to the mic.
Yeah, so I said that I agree with you completely on that, but...
You gotta clip that.
Oh, I'm gonna. I'm gonna
clip. Yeah, he's gonna insert that whenever he needs to.
Yep.
He's gonna be like, oh, he agreed with me one time, and I'm gonna, yeah. But while
logically
I agree with
speaking,
yeah, the gun that everybody is going to pick is going to be the one that everybody plays with.
With the Horde. Well, I mean, okay. I use the Thunderlord to do damage on Nessie at the end. It's a pretty good DPS weapon.
I've used Thunderlord for all the shit now.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
You know?
Ever since they buffed machine guns, I mean, you really can't beat it.
Pretty much.
I mean, I tried Leviathan Breath on Nessie at the end. The problem is he jumps around and moves so much. If you miss that one bolt, then you're starting over with your draw goes back to super slow and it's counterproductive. So yes, I'm saying it here. Thunderlord is just easier to use to get that damage versus the Leviathan's Breath.
I don't know which one I'm happier to hear you say. I love both weapons.
I do too. If you have more of a large, more stationary boss, then I love Leviathan's Breath. And blockers and Gambit, it is the bomb. But yeah, Nessie jumps around a lot. Slams and does all kinds of crap, so tends to throw you off.
Yeah.
So you voted for Thunderlord, Hazel?
Hazer?
I'm fading.
Yep. I'm fading. Yeah. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did vote for Thunderlord because who wouldn't? You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Only crazy people.
Well, maybe it'll win. You never know.
So here we are. Okay. Sorry, it's not loading. This is like 1998 internet.
I wouldn't know. I was just coming into existence around then.
Yeah, you didn't miss much, believe me.
Yeah, dial-up was a thing.
I just barely caught dial-up.
Damn modems were horrible.
Just barely.
How long did it take you to print a full picture, Hazel, when in 1998? It took me half a day.
Well, I mean,
I think not that I in my mouth a bit when you said that.
Not that I ever did this or anything, but like if I were in college, what I would not have done was downloaded an album.
Oh, that's right.
And it would not at all like still be going like a day, or not a day, but when I got back from class.
What was that shareware site that was so popular back then?
LimeWire?
Who?
Well, I used LimeWire. I knew people that used LimeWire.
No, it was before LimeWire. Before LimeWire, I believe.
Napster.
God, I used a ton of that because you basically borrowed it from other people.
Did I.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no, I heard about it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Napster was okay. I heard. I read articles about it.
Wow.
Yeah. LimeWire was so cool.
Allegedly.
Seemed so cool. So, yeah. Okay. So, go ahead, vote, do your stuff.
Vote for Thunderlord.
Vote for Thunderlord.
Team Chaperone Hands approves Thunderlord.
Team Chaperone Hands for the win.
There you go.
Okay. So that's going to be starting April 20th. You get to vote. Then, here we are. We're going to get the concepts, and this won't be out until the final shape, FYI.
Oof.
It's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Making ornaments is hard.
I guess. I really don't know. But, that's just so you know. Okay. Last week of Iron Banner is coming up.
Is that next week?
I guess.
Gosh, seems like it was just here.
Well, it was.
Twice. Skipped a week, came back. But it's been at least a week, 2 weeks maybe. Can't believe it's already here. How many weeks do we have left in the season? Anybody know?
I can tell you days.
Yeah.
That's fine. How many days?
Do math.
We have approximately 31 days.
What?
Yeah, so
a
we have
month?
a month. We got 4 weeks left.
Oh man, 4 resets. Wow. I better get to work. I'm going to get to level 10. What are you laughing at? So funny.
Anyway. Okay. So, that's pretty much all the TWAB. Shit's Broken is next.
There it is.
Yes.
Art. And ladies and germs, that's a TWAB from Timon.
All right. Thanks, Hazel. We will jump on next, and we're going to give Big Briggs a crack at the speed run. We'll do that right after this.
Call the Praxic Order, call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes, call everyone so they can witness you.
All right, listeners, this segment is called The Speed Run. This is where we have a database of over 600 possible questions for our guest tonight. And Big Briggs here is going to have 2 minutes to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers. And at the end of the year, the guest with the most answers will win a prize and title of 2023 Speedrun Champion. The questions are custom curated by me, so no one can memorize what order they're in. And just quickly answer what comes to mind. Tonight, I'm going to read the questions out aloud from my list. Hazel is our timekeeper and quality control expert. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision will be final, and he will also adjust the time if I stammer, like I sometimes do. Toll the Bell is our current leader with 53 questions answered. Whew. That's going to be a big hill to climb, Briggs. You ready to do this, man?
Try my best.
I'll read them as fast as you answer them, sir.
All right.
Hazel, you ready? 2 minutes.
1 second. All right. I'm ready. You said 2 minutes and 30 seconds for Briggs, right? No, I'm just kidding. That's what he paid for, right?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I'll edit that
I'm
part
not
out. You
patient
just
for
said.
nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
Titan.
Rock, paper, or scissors?
Rock.
Void, solar, arc, or stasis?
Arc.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Chicago.
Is chess a sport?
No.
Controller or mouse and keyboard?
Controller.
Is exercise worth it?
Yes.
Strikes, Crucible, or Gambit?
Crucible.
Are you an AMC Stubbs member?
Not yet.
Horror movies, yes or no?
No.
If you could choose, who would voice your ghost?
Ving Rhames.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Human awoken or exo?
Human.
Game-winning score or game-saving stop?
Game-winning score.
Is Scumdeath your uncle?
Of course.
What's your favorite Destiny planet?
Aya.
Pizza or calzone?
Pizza.
Have you ever been to the Lighthouse?
No.
What is the best sandwich?
Ham and cheese.
What armor slot do you use as an exotic?
Chess.
Metal or country?
Country.
Ikor or Cater Zavala?
Kate.
Shrieker or Cabal Turret?
Shrieker.
What number am I thinking of?
28.
Vault of Glass or Deep Stone Crypt?
Deep Stone Crypt.
What's your favorite word?
No.
Destiny 2 seasonal events, yes or no?
Yes.
What's one thing you own that needs to be thrown out?
Chair.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
Welding.
McDonald's or Taco Bell?
McDonald's.
Do you have a tattoo?
No.
Fallen or Hive?
Fallen.
Favorite drink?
Root beer.
Extrovert or introvert?
Extrovert.
Roller coaster or carousel?
Roller coaster.
Sin or Kingsley?
No comment.
Can you drive a stick shift?
Yes.
GIF or GIF files?
Yes.
Do aliens exist?
Yes.
Sunset or sunrise?
Sunset.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Anarchy or Leviathan's Breath?
Leviathans.
Cars or trucks? Okay.
Trucks.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, you answered pretty quick, man. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this. Bell, man, it's going to be tough to beat. I'm throwing down the gauntlet now. Anybody can get this guy. I challenge you, whoever comes on the show, go for it. But how did you do tonight, Hazel?
I got 42.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. Respectable.
Dude, it was like a few of them where I was just like, that's not the answer I want to say. And I said the wrong answer anyway. And I was like, I'm not extroverted at all. I'm extremely introverted.
It's real easy. It's real easy sitting in your work truck and listening to it on earbuds versus being here on the spot, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, good job. Thanks for playing along, man. That was fun.
Was.
It's kind of a quick way of getting to know you, too. That's what I kind of like about this game. So, yeah. Nice. Well, hey, listeners, I've got a question for all you out there. Do you have a great speedrun question? If that's a yes, join our Discord, enter them in our speedrun question ideas channel. And by the way, I've been seeing a lot. So thank you for that. Keep throwing them in there. We'll add them to next year's speedrun. Just remember they need to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted. And don't forget what's your favorite. That's probably the only open-ended question I like to hear. And at the end of the year, we're going to have 2 drawings for a $25 gift card of your choice. And you can enter up to 5 questions to go into the drawing. So you have 5 chances to get that card. We need some creative questions out there. So get those creative juices flowing and throw them in the channel. So good luck. Also, if you're enjoying what you've heard so far in our little show and you know someone who plays Destiny, do us a favor. Share the show with them. All the links will be in our show description right down there and point down in those show notes down below there. All right. I guess it means we are ready to get into our Discord questions from you, our listeners, and we'll do that right after this. Hey, Guardians, would you like to send a question for the show to us? There's 4 ways to do it.
Join our Discord server. There's a link in our show notes. We have all kinds of Guardians here, from new lights to the dedicated hardcore gamers, and you can just lurk and hang out or jump right in and talk with us. It's up to you. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also occasionally tweet about our upcoming show and guest, and you can respond there with your question at guardian_D_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, and we'll play it live on the show.
Thank you for all you do for our show. And Toddles.
And later, Guardian.
Hey, man. It's in the contract. That's my line.
We'll see about that. Laz?
Oh, no, not Laz again. Our podcast attorney, really? You're going there?
Damn right, man. I pay him just as much as you do. That does sound weird, though. We're both paying him.
Yeah, what the hell? He's double dipping, man. All right, boys and girls, it's that time of our show where we answer your questions that you send in via our Discord channel, questions for the show, our guest Discord questions that you're asking him directly, or our voicemail system, our SpeakPipes. And that's speakpipe.com/GuardianDownCast if you want to send one to us in the future. Keep that in mind. I'm going to start out with I guess more of a commentary from Mr. Hammercrasher 32. So we'll start there tonight. We'll see what he has to say.
Hey guys, Hammercrasher 32 here. Was playing some seasonal Battlegrounds the other day and heard some voice lines from Crow that pretty much let us know that he is the new Hunter Vanguard. He says something along the lines of, "My hunters out in the field told me such and such." So yeah, he's the Hunter Vanguard, whether they told us in game or not. I think that's enough that we can go on that, yeah, that's what he is. Also, being the Hunter Vanguard, his rezil is super low. He got one shot in the chest by Chaperone. He needs to get those numbers up. Either that or Amanda had, kinetic weapon burn or whatever the heck it is going on, because she one-shot him in the chest. And, he needs to get those numbers up. All right, check you later.
Thanks, Hammercrasher. Appreciate you, buddy.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I haven't heard that line.
I noticed it, and then I figured, they would try to usurp the Colonel as Hunter Vanguard and make it Crow. But like he said, I heard that that voice line about my hunters and all that stuff.
All right, Hazel. I don't envy your job tonight, man. Let's dive into that Discord questions.
All right. So, Moose, Baron of Titan, has a question here. He goes, "What inspired the Chaperone usage?"
Wow, a friend of mine who was part of the reason getting me into Destiny, we always did private matches. And he's super good at PvP. He's one of the best PvP players that I know and I've ever played with. And the only thing that I could kill him with on a somewhat consistent basis was Chaperone. And I was like, well, if I can take him out with Chaperone and get him to start raging, then maybe I'm okay with this gun. And then it got to the point where him and a few of my other friends banned me from using it in private match. So now any chance I get, I typically just throw Chaperone on.
So that's how it started.
That's awesome. So how many hours do you think you put into Chaperone?
Oh God!
How can I get better with Chaperone? That's I guess.
More importantly, how many kills you got with it?
The kills that's tracked on.
If you remember to switch it up. No, never mind. It's exotic. Never mind. It's exotic.
Yeah, I have 861 now. I don't really play with it as much as I used to.
Nice. More than I got.
But I probably got I think I got like almost 4,000 shotgun kills, and I'm pretty sure about 90% of those are chaperone.
I had a lot of luck using chaperone. I don't know why I still don't use it, but I like it. It's a fun weapon, man.
It's weird because I like to just run at people, and I have to actually aim to be able to get the benefits of just a regular shotgun. So it's kind of counterintuitive for me, but I sometimes get it to work out.
Cool deal.
Nice. Okay. So I gotta ask this one. This is from Soccer. Why is Grater's the best ice cream ever?
Oh my god! It's the dark chocolate chunks. It's the dark chocolate chunks. It has to be.
Yes. So Soccer's from Ohio. I'm from Ohio, and there's a Grater's. It's like a local ice cream place here, and there's one in Chicago. Coincidentally, near Briggs.
Yeah, where I was working at the time.
Yep. So he tried it, and he was impressed, we'll say, to say the least.
Yes, it has usurped Bluebell as my favorite ice cream. However, I think if I could get Bluebell at any time, it might still be my number one.
Lies, but okay. All right. Soccer has another question here. He says, will Briggs ever play PvP with me again?
Dude, you never get online, and when you do, you already got a crew.
He's fun to play with.
Yeah, I love playing with Soccer.
I call him the quiet killer because he's real quiet and he always has more kills than anybody at the end of the match.
Always. Just like, it never fails.
Yep.
I'll be like, man, I had like a great game. Soccer has like 20 kills more than me. Jesus
I know. I'm like,
Christ.
I got 25 kills. I'm like, I'm pumping my chest. Well, Soccer has 38. Oh, shit. Okay. Good job, Soccer.
Yeah, exactly. That's just how it goes.
He runs to the danger.
He is the danger.
He is.
Oh, there's our title.
No.
No, I won't put that. I love that line, though.
Yep. All right. Okay, so we'll go with this one here. Okay, this is MC squared. If you could pick between Arc Titan or Syntheseps, which one would you give up?
Oh.
Terrible question.
Oh, that's so evil. Oh, God. Arc Titan and Syntheseps. Syntheseps. It had to be Syntheseps. I'd go dust off my Dune Marchers.
Yeah, it'll still work good.
Yeah, they do. So I never would run Syntheseps because I was just like, I can just ballistic slam to a group of enemies and then one person will die off the chain lightning and then I'll melee the person again. And then I'll just have a 50-50 with my chaperone as I turn on the third person to try to just shotgun him in the head.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a great system until my friend was like, but if you put Syntheseps on, you could just slam into them and they all die. I was like, well, nobody told me that before. So, yeah, I'll have to work harder to get my cheesy kills, but I could do it. I can't give up my Striker Titan.
All right. I have a two-parter here from a new member. This is Shadow Flu.
Oh, my buddy.
Yeah. So here's his first question, and he has a revised question on the second one. So I'm just going to play them back to back. Here we go.
Hey guys, Shadow Flu here. Love the show. Love the Discord. Really appreciate the guys that have been helping me move forward in the game. Got a raid in and a couple GMs with guys in the Discord. Man, it's been a lot of fun so far. My question for the show would be, I deal with frustration having to change up my gun or my guns depending on what champions we're dealing with and whatever encounter we're going into. So the question would be, would you rather have a exotic weapon that is universal for champions, but only works on champions. Or you could have an exotic armor piece that allows you to double slot exotics, but it's a max 40 roll. Anyways, love the show. Thanks.
We haven't had a Would You Rather in a long time, Hazel.
No, we have not. I don't like him.
Just before you answer that, he revised his question. He revised how he asked it. So I want to make sure I got that in here. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey guys, Shadow Flu here. Sent in a message earlier with a question and realized that I needed to make a quick revision, so I'm going to ask it one more time with a fix. Would you rather have a exotic weapon that is universal for all champions, but only works on champions, and allows you to carry another exotic weapon of your choosing, or an armor piece that allows you to carry 2 exotic weapons, but has a max roll of 40? Anyways.
Ooh.
Thanks.
That's a good question. I don't think we've ever been posed that question before. What do you think, Briggs? We'll start with you, man.
Oh,
well, there's your synthesis problem, right?
Yeah, there is my synthesis problem. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I think I'd go with the weapon that's universal, and I would like for them to just make that Darcy so that we could actually use it again.
I hear you, man. I love that. I love that sniper rifle. What do you think, Hazel?
I'm gonna go with neither.
Boo!
What?
Boo this man!
Do you have a reason behind that, or?
I do have a reason behind it. Because I'm an elitist, and I'm going to use pretty much strand or some ability to stun the shit. So,
but they just nerfed your strand.
It's okay. I'll live. But I can still use the shit. That's what's important.
All right. Fair enough.
I guess.
Well, I will honor the question, Shadow Flu, and I will say, man, that's a good question. That's a thinker. Okay, just the fact that I can slot a separate exotic, even if the exotic only works on champions, I'm okay with that as long as I can slot another exotic. So I'm going to go that route. I'll skip the armor. 40 rolls, that's going to be pretty rough, especially when I need like a 70 roll. Yeah, you're good point. Good point, Briggs.
I'll pick a 40 class item.
I will too.
I'm still going to go with the weapon side of that equation.
Nope.
I like that.
It's a waste of a slot to me.
I don't know, man. It'd be nice to have a Galahorn and that exotic for DPS if it's PvE.
But still, though, man, you got to have something to deal damage.
Yeah. That's
immediately where my mind went.
You limit you to one kinetic weapon, right? If we're assuming this is not a kinetic weapon, but an energy weapon, right? At least that's where my head went.
Yeah.
Okay. Good question, Shadow Flu. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Question.
All right, Hazel, let's dip our toe back in the Discord.
All right. So, question from Moist Nickel. We had fun in the Discord today.
I bet you did.
Can you tell? Okay. Moist Nickel asks, this is technical. Question for the dive bombing Titan. How successful is death from above move at the beginning of a Crucible match?
It is very successful depending on the map. Depending on the map, it's freaking awesome. I can't remember the map with the 50-50 lane in the middle, the sniper lane. Is that Distant Vale or is it Distant Shores? I can't think of it.
50-50 middle?
Oh, that one. Yeah. Is that Endless Vale? Or
Endlessville. There we go.
Okay,
so
yeah.
that
Another map.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I've almost got a team wipe multiple times. I've got at least 4 or 5 multiple times. But yeah, it depends. It also depends on lobbies. So like if I'm in a PC lobby, everyone is automatically for some reason just looking for me in the air, and I just get riddled with bullets.
Yeah.
But controller lobbies, yeah, it is really successful that first time.
yeah, I can see that.
Then people start to panic. It's pretty funny. Yeah, you see them start trying to scatter. It's just like, oh crap, no, everybody run! And
It's Briggs, run, bitch.
They're just in the air already, and they're just like, ah, crap. Well, now people are starting to like melee me back, so they don't get knocked back from it, or just shotgunning as soon as I hit the ground. So it's a little more dangerous now.
That's awesome. Okay. Raffy has a couple questions here for you. Question for Briggs of Biggs. Can you lay off the chaperone?
I haven't been using it much, man. I've been converted back into a sniper.
And you have. I'll never forget one of our scrims. I thought I'd be cute, and I jumped up in the air, on Javelin 4, and your ass was next to these boxes, and all I saw was a red light, and I was like, oh well, I should have a shot.
Famous last
and
words.
It was just yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, well, shit, I'm done there. So, yep. And then we did our debrief afterwards, and he's like, yeah, Hazel, that was a bad move. He's like, I
was there when he said it. I was there when he said it.
Yeah, he's like, I was looking for you. I'm like, well, shit, I thought I was being cute.
Oh, shit.
I was just like, what would I do in this situation? Oh, dive bomb. And I looked up and he was just there. I was like, well, this is great.
That's awesome. And Raffy's second question. Question for the Iggs to the Briggs. Why do you and Priceless Cloud always be gunning for each other?
She starts it. I'm just here. I always try to be nice, and Cloud's just like, I'm gonna kill you for being a Titan. And I'm like, I mean, if that's what you want to try, sure.
You have
How'd
this.
that go for her?
Yeah.
Not good typically. Unless she corners me with a glaive. She gets me then.
She's scary with that glaive.
That's Monkey's doing. Monkey taught her all that.
Unfortunately, Monkey taught her that.
It's this most nice, cute little girl. You hear that little voice on the, and then she starts talking trash. And you're like, what?
20. She's like 20 years old, man.
Yeah, I know. But she's like talking all this crap. And I'm like, who are you, princess? She's fun to game with, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite people to play with in scrims. Well, now I've never actually played with her in scrims, so play against in scrims. Let me say that. You
know, one thing I don't like about the Destiny community, or at least maybe, at least the games I've been. There's not enough female gamers in this game. Do you guys find that true?
Are or not? I
mean, if you can hear them, of course, but I don't know. It seems like it's pretty imbalanced, male to female, at least in my experience that I've gamed. But, I don't know. I was asking my wife this. I said, wonder why girls just don't play shooters as much.
Girls,
women. I mean, come on. You know what I'm talking about. Females. And I just don't. Is it because of the machismo online? I mean, I don't understand what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a random thought.
Well, I mean, but you have to think about it, man. I mean, shit. Gaming is a toxic hobby.
It can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, like, I mean, just all the negative things that people can say and things like that. I mean, it's just shit that shouldn't be said to anybody.
Right. Shit that you would never hear someone say to your face.
Yeah.
But
shit
you'll
that
hear
if
it.
somebody said some shit to me like that, I'd be like, I'm fucking throwing hands.
You better
Fuck
run.
your world.
And you
You
guys
better
wonder
run.
why I want to fight Toast every time I see him.
Yeah.
Well, that's just Toast, though.
That's true.
Don't mess with Warcry. He's taller than me. I'm almost 6 foot, so he's like 6'4", I think. He's a big guy. I'm glad he's on my side.
Until he's not.
Well, no, we've been gaming like decade, man. We're good.
Yeah. All right.
Did I derail us enough there? Okay.
No, you did good. You did
Okay.
good. I applaud you. I'm just glad you didn't get canceled because I'd hate to have to do the show without you.
Oh, that's right. I'll edit
That
that.
would suck.
I'll edit that out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. You and your girl comment. Yeah.
Let me write that down. I better write it down. I'll forget.
Yeah. Don't say girls. That's your, yeah.
Okay.
Women, is usually the
Edit.
more acceptable.
Discord questions about girls.
Question about girls.
Question including answer
Nice.
with girls. You know what I'm saying. I'll know what I'm talking about there when I go through it.
Yeah.
This will be a
Okay,
Patreon
ladies and
cut.
germs, this is Gator's last episode.
This will be Patreon cut, definitely. All right. You want to throw another one out there?
That's what we could name it. The one where Gator gets canceled.
There we go. Jeez.
Happy to be a part of that episode.
God almighty. I swear I surprised myself. You want to throw another one out there, Hazel?
Yeah, of course. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay, not asking that. Okay. Ooh, this will be a fun one. So, HR Theory. Question for the show. I was recently exploring builds on Mobalytics and saw some cool ones. Good resource, but limited. If someone new joins a shake and bake dungeon run or a goop troop raid, where can they go to get an idea of what builds and weapons are best in the activity? He goes on to ask, might help to instill confidence in people attempting an activity for the first time or first time on a certain class. Thanks.
Yeah, good question. You got an answer for that, Briggs?
So
you do builds?
I'm very terrible at builds. I found out about builds like 3 years after they came out.
3 years?
Like I just figured out. Well, I mean, I know my Titan ones, at least the important ones to me. But like I know the Loreley build, I know the Fallen Star. I know it used to be the Heart of Emos light build, but like I'm not gonna say just, but like a couple seasons ago, I figured out like the Sunbracers build where you just got like grenades everywhere, all of that stuff. So, I don't know. Whenever I get builds or anything, I typically will watch like a Datto video or like a Fallout plays or something like that. It's typically like quick. I'm better like hearing them explain the stuff and then figuring out what if I want to go for a certain stuff or if I want to change anything out like that.
Nice. Can't believe we're going to ask this. What about you, Gator?
What do you mean? I love doing builds, man. It's something I've really gotten into lately, especially with the
His
revamp.
favorite build has been rocking it since 2014.
No. The question was, where does he go to find out builds? What I would do, there's two places you can go in our Discord. One would be the Destiny channel or the new player channel, and just ask the question and say, listen, I'm about to jump into a run. I'm a Titan. What build do I need to bring in there? The cool thing, and I'm a big proponent of DIM, is our members can share their DIM link with you, and boom, with one click of a button, if you're registered with DIM, it'll load everything up and put this build in your DIM, and you can save it for later. You can label it however way you want and just put Ron Raid setup. It could be something simple, but I've really been enjoying doing builds lately. The new system is very straightforward. There's only one way to get a boost in damage now or a boost in perk, and that's by the Orb of Power. So I encourage everyone to just sit down and read some of the stuff in it and start jumping in and just start putting stuff together. There's no wrong answer. That's the cool thing. Hazel, what's your take?
So there are some builds out there that are kind of crazy. Like there's a Starfire Protocol build. I don't think it's the generally accepted one, but it's basically it involved a lot of stuff. I mean, you had to get a kill and do some random shit, and I mean, it was a lot to manage. So what I would say would be, if you are going to do a build, then look at what it takes to get the build off the ground. Because that's what's going to mean, is it viable? Is it sustainable for you? Because if it's not, then you're just using some shit. That's all.
Yeah.
So just play it smart, know what you know, just do what you can, that kind of thing. Don't try to be a superhero, especially if it's not in your repertoire.
Mm-hmm. That's wise.
I got a little cheesy thing I just figured out too. Speaking of builds for Crucible, Kefri's Horn and Strand works together. Just put that out there.
Kefri's? Okay.
Yep. Pop your barricade, Strand, tie him up, and then the fire from Kefri's Horn does damage.
Okay. Good to know. We'll see if someone tries that out. Gives it some feedback in our feedback channel.
Yeah. It's interesting, though. I'm really curious.
Yeah, it is. I'd hope it doesn't become meta. Well, it's Kefri's Horn. That'll never become meta.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that they're going to buff that. It needs it.
Yeah, it really does. I don't know how much more they could buff it. But yeah, no. I will say if I get strung up and then set on fire by Kefri's Horn and Crucible, I think I'm just gonna turn the game off that night.
Yeah, that's a very valid decision right there. I mean, you start rethinking your life's decisions, basically.
Yep.
Is this really the right game for me? Is this...
It's like some monkey stuff if he was a Titan.
Yeah. I'm just going to say I'm glad he's not a Titan.
Yeah, I'm so glad he's not a Titan.
Just keep a glaive out of his hand.
Pretty much.
I've got a...
and cryo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Freeze you and then stab you. I've got one from a question for the show from Thing. See what he has to say.
Hi, it's Thing. That thing over there. Me. I. Quick question for the show. Well, little story first. Me and my wife enjoy scary movies, scary things, and whatnot. And we like to watch scary ghost videos on YouTube. It's favorite downtime when we're bored, right? Most people Netflix and chill. We YouTube and get bored. Anyways, I thought of a question. And the question is, have you, or anybody for that matter, ever encountered something scary, supernatural, creepy? Just food for thought, I suppose. More than likely it's no, but, just a fun question. Bye.
Yeah, that's a fair question. Thanks, Thing. Briggs, does it happen to you?
No. I try to avoid situations where I would be put into finding something supernatural, something like that. So, no.
I heard that in your answer, actually, when the question was, do you watch scary movies? And your answer was no.
Yeah, no, I'm not the biggest fan of scary movies at all.
About you, Hazel?
Nope, you guys keep that.
You had a close call or something strange?
Yeah. It was like when I was like, there's a place around here. It's called Yellow Springs, and it's like got some like haunted shit to it. Some old history that's kind of crazy and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So it was myself, a buddy of mine, and we ended up basically like, there was like 2 girls with us in the car too. So like, we're like, you know what? We're dumb. We're stupid. Let's go ahead and head over here and see what we can get into. And it was Halloween night, I think. And then, ended up, basically like going to like this old haunted area that was supposed to be haunted. And we saw what was it? It was like a blue light in this like blown out barn. And we were just like, well, that's weird. What was that blue light? Well, our dumbasses proceed to go ahead and get out and try to find what caused the blue light.
Nope.
Yeah, this is like some like dumbass type shit right here from like, you see this shit in movies and right before everyone fucking dies. But yeah, we were like, hey, what's the worst that could happen? And yeah, so we did that. We went around, we were climbing around this barn and like fucking 11:30 at night, looking for a blue light. And we couldn't find it. That's a fun story. But then we ended up like, it was our little pond next to it. So we just went to this pond and kind of just chilled. And we noticed that there was a cup, something like this, with like worms in it. And a cigarette that was still lit and burning. And that was our cue to kind of get the fuck out.
I was going to say that. Yeah. Damn.
So,
Yeah.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bunch of
it's
weird
super
shit
weird.
right there, yeah.
Oof. Let me just preface this by saying that I'm open to there being ghost and the supernatural. I'm open to exploring it or witnessing it, but I as of yet have not witnessed anything that is convincing to me anyway. There'll be that time, you open up something or you look at a corner of your eye and you see a shadow like blip real quick and you get your mind going a little bit, but other than that, no. I really have never had any kind of event like that that's convinced me. I barely saw Blair Witch Project and that already freaked the heck out of me. We know about paranormal activity too, so I try to avoid that stuff if I can, but I'm open to that it might be out there. I'm not totally denying it in case there's someone wanting to haunt me. So, yeah, Thing. Good question, buddy. All right. What else?
Gator's like,
what?
Freaking out already.
I'm looking behind me.
Gator does not do creepy stuff.
Dude, I'm in a house by myself when my wife's at work. It's totally quiet other than my dogs. And your mind can wander sometimes. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Here we are. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. His Highness Prince Resonance. Question for the show. Who do you want to see win the Guardian games? I'm going to assume the answer is the character you main. Alongside that, here we are. Okay. Whether you want them to or not, who do you think will win the Guardian games? So who do you want and who do you think will actually win?
What do you think, Briggs?
Well, I mean, I would love to have another gold wrestling belt, so I'm gonna go for Titans with that one. And I don't know. I feel like after we dominated the first year, the second year they had to make it to where Hunters could win. But I don't know. I think Warlocks might just sneak up out of nowhere. catch us all slipping.
They got their sympathy one.
That's
What?
true.
What? No.
So,
We won it fair and square.
yeah, it took
Sure you
3
did.
years for you guys to put down your books and fucking do it.
Sure you did, buddy. We believe you.
I think we all win. Because it's an event. We got weapons. I got a new scout rifle coming. At least that's what's been.
Brother.
Lame.
I don't,
answer.
okay, then this is the answer I'll give you. I really don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I have all 3 characters. I'll benefit either way.
See,
So how about you do this? Just play your Titan during that event, and just ace the cause.
I might do a little bit of both. The only character I've not touched this season is my Hunter. I've played Titan and Warlock. They're fun to play.
see, not a true main.
Here comes the hate.
Put that out there.
Be careful, Briggs. Here it comes.
Look,
I'm just
Titan,
saying.
All right.
like we got so much support. Hawthorne is technically a Titan, giving us points towards
What?
that stuff. So
She's wearing a cloak.
nah, Hawthorne, she was with Titans. She became an honorary guardian.
What do you think it's going to be,
Fighting
Hazel?
for Titans.
What do you think is going to win?
I'm thinking it's probably going to be Titans.
Okay.
Yes.
Just because I think, honestly, that Titans have, like, the fiercest, like, loyalty to their group. You know?
They band together. I'll give them that.
Like,
In crayons, we trust.
good.
He said, in crowns we trust.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was saying.
But, I mean, the thing is, though, is that, I mean, you just said it, Gator, yourself. You were like, yeah, I don't, like, no matter what, I win. You know?
I mean,
like, that's not an answer to me.
well, do they have it where we have to pick and we're locked in?
Of course not.
Then we all win.
No, we don't.
I'm going to be
Well, we
rooting
might
for
be
my
rooting.
warlocks, but if we don't win, it's not going to kill me. I'll be
Let's see.
okay. Because, I mean, all you're looking at this little chintzy little statue at the tower. I don't know.
That should have a gold lion on it. Yeah.
You can have your gold line. I'm good with that. I'll pass it by when I get my other bounties.
But what I'm simply saying is that basically that you need to have like a loyalty. And if you're not loyal, then it's then you get an answer of, well, everybody wins. And that kind of thing. And it's like, like Titans are like diehard. Like, I don't care what it is. You give a Titan like an option to play another class, they're probably going to be like, no, I don't think that's going to happen.
Hunters are so
Pretty
independent.
much.
It's hard to get them to band together because they're hunters. And warlocks, we're too busy reading stuff. So yeah, I'll give it to the Titans. I'm good with that. Their metal armor's pretty.
I just wish we had like some armor that wasn't super bulky. We got some armor. Just want a couple more armor pieces where I'm not just like a giant marshmallow walking around.
Big shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are always awesome, aren't they?
Sometimes.
Could be worse.
Could have a dress and
cloth.
not
I
even
could
see your
have a
legs.
dress.
Cloth kilt or
Yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Be terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What else we got, Hazel?
Okay. External Barge has a question here. Who is the most pampered class in Destiny 2?
Well, that's not going to be biased
no
at all.
comment.
Yeah.
No comment. No comment.
No comment.
No comment. I would love to say that it's you hunters, but that's not true.
You know damn good and well that's not true.
They have that one closet hunter in the developers at Bungie.
Sir.
I mean, sorry. I meant nobody. I don't know. Yeah.
So yeah, since we know that Hunters isn't true, let's go with Warlock.
What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Super pampered.
We got to
It
trip
can't
over our
possibly
dress
be
to
a
get to
Titan.
places. Come on.
Motherfucker.
Can't
plays.
possibly be as Titans.
Mm.
We're too busy holding the line down, pampered.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Putting bubbles out for everybody.
Community managers seem to be pretty split. I know Deej always played a Warlock. I think he did.
Deej don't work there no more.
I know he doesn't, but let's see. DMG, I think he played a Titan.
He don't work there no more.
Oh, he was a
I think he
hunter. Yeah, that's right. So I don't know. What's
Systematically
I don't
getting
know.
rid of all
I
the
don't
Hunters
know.
and
I love how Gator says that. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's a non-factor for me because it's a gold trophy that nobody sees.
No, this has nothing to do with that. Are you fading?
Maybe.
fading harder than me right now.
Oh, I went backwards a question, didn't I? I'm still thinking about the Guardian games.
All those
Okay,
bounties.
Titans are gonna win.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so you're not going to answer this question? Okay. I think that's your answer right there, ladies and germs.
Okay.
And I'm going to agree with Gator. I'm going to say Warlocks.
What? Wait a minute. Wait, what did I get backed into here? No, I'm going to say
What?
Titans.
Nothing.
I'm going to say Titans.
Do you even know what the question is?
Yeah, Titans are pampered. Titans are the most pampered. They have the best looking armor too. I mean, it's not fair. And they look like Halo players.
Best looking armor.
They look like Halo players. I mean, come on.
What are you on?
Yeah, Titans look grand. Titans look awesome, man. They have shiny armor. You can put all kinds of really cool shaders on them. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm not pampered at all by this.
I like the look of
That's not
Titans.
a pampered thing.
Well, if I've put a glossy shader on a Titan armor and I put the same glossy shader on a cloth or leather, whatever, that the Warlock wears, it does not look the same. It's not very flattering.
Oh man, that's a shame. Titans are so pampered.
Yep, you said it.
You're 100% correct.
I'll
man.
clip that.
Yep. Yeah.
Don't. Let's not do that. We don't have to.
You don't want them in the crosshairs.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got,
So,
Hazel?
what do you think, Briggs? Did Gator miss the point of that question?
No, he said he
I
said
think
no
he
comment.
got there eventually.
He
He
said no
did?
comment.
I think he
went
got
with
there
fashion.
eventually.
He went with fashion. He's like, that's where his mind went when it went to being pampered.
You know what? That is true.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man. All they do is run and shoulder charge and one shot people all the time.
That
One
doesn't
smack
work
people.
anymore. Well, I mean, unless we're in the air, it doesn't work anymore.
And the movement on Titan is better than any of the other characters. The movement is superior for Titans. That's why I like playing it.
The Warlock.
But they don't blink, so that's why I still play a Warlock.
You guys can well skate.
Eh,
I mean, we can bubble skate, but like, how many
It
of
takes
us are
our
gonna?
super.
Right,
Yeah.
we gotta freaking put down our crayons that we just peeled, and then learn how to do that. Waste the whole super. It's not worth it.
I agree, 100%.
okay, so what we came to basically is that hunters are pampered. Okay, next question.
Whoa, no.
What?
Warlocks were the pampered ones.
I don't think
Exactly.
so.
Yeah, it's not like they had a whole season where they were like the dominant class and everything like that.
I don't know.
Right.
Still was more people playing Hunter and Titan.
hmm Yeah, because they don't like the jump.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's my only thing. I don't like, just accidentally falling off a ledge and being doomed to my death.
It's just it's a different kind of jump. Once you get it down, it's really nice.
I like to call it falling with style.
That is pretty accurate. All right. So, another non-controversial question, I'm sure. This is from Sheriff Moistmaker. Good name, by the way. And it is, what's the biggest change in the podcast since you started it?
Ooh, okay.
And then a follow-up is, what's the biggest change in Destiny since the podcast started?
We started in 2019 of July. For reference. What do you think, Hazel? Second think. I mean, in our podcast, we'll start there. What do you think has changed? I mean, I think we've gotten more where we get into more heavy-hitting discussions than we used to.
Yeah.
We definitely we get down the rabbit hole more. That's for damn sure. I mean, I don't know how, I don't have to go back and listen to some of those episodes, but I think
production value has gone up.
Oh yeah. The learning curve has definitely gotten better there. The more you do it, the better you learn all the little tricks of the trade. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. What do you think of the game? What's changed since 2019? See, Destiny 2 came out in 2017. When did they do seasons? When did they start the first season? Was that 2019?
That was around Forsaken, right?
Was it Forsaken? So. That would be 2019, I think. Shit, I gotta fact check that. I mean, as far as the game, I think it's a seasonal story content, right? It's big. The biggest thing I've noticed is there's actually story to the season, not just a to-do list.
Not just a throwaway kind of thing.
Yeah, like go kill. Remember, what was that one where the shit was coming out of the ground and we just had to kill the boss a million times over?
Escalation?
No, he's talking about Wrath. Wrath hunts.
Yeah, Season of the Hunt.
Those are. But that was like a season that came with
Forsaken.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are always going to be shitty.
Well, I remember that season that was like you went to a kiosk, right? To get stuff. Now you go talk
to Crow.
Was it Crow? Oh, yeah. At the where Spider was, right? That's right.
Yeah. Before he was actually like Crow. He was still Crow, but he was.
All right.
Well, he's a faux crow.
Not the crow simp that we all know and love.
Exactly.
I think, okay, I'll just say in the game, I'll go a different direction. I'll say PvP at least seems to be more balanced than it used to be overall. Because you can use a lot of different weapons now in PvP and still be successful. You're not tied to the old shotgun and hand cannon, that it used to be back in the early days. That was the two pieces that always won your battles. Now you can use all kinds of stuff. And I think the sandbox is slowly and steadily improved since 2019. I'll go with that one.
Yeah. I mean, to go with all the new maps you've gotten.
Well, don't start there.
Exactly.
That's definitely not, that's gone down. That's changed all right.
They've only taken away a couple of my favorite maps. That's all.
The maps got worse. But the sandbox got better or more consistent.
All the disjunction hate. Look at this.
Terrible. Bring back my Leviathan map.
Ugh, I hated that map.
I loved it.
Okay, I've got one here from, bless Uncle Scumdeath, because he has been sending steady questions for the shows in for several weeks now. And I have a lot of them stacked up here, Uncle Scumdeath, so I'm going to play one of yours tonight. Here is one of his oldest ones. Let's see what he asks.
Hello, Scumdeath here. Question for the show. This is sort of a part 2 of the question I sent earlier. We broke down at Bristol. We were 3 hours away from the gig. Warcraft was just about to do a gig tonight.
I did that one already.
And now I
did that one already. Let me get rid of that. I try to get rid of them as soon as I listen to them. Here we go.
Hello, Scumdeath here. Question for the show. Have you ever met anybody famous? I haven't. Love you.
Yeah, that's a good question. Famous people. Briggs?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess it would be kind of famous. I wouldn't even say kind of famous. He was famous when he was still alive. But I met Juice WRLD, rapper. I went to high school with him. I wasn't the biggest fan of him in high school. He was annoying. He was really good friends with one of my best friends, and I hated him. But yeah, that's what I'll say. I met Juice WRLD.
Okay. It's famous. What about you, Hazel? Anybody you famously met? Or met someone that's famous?
I've talked to a couple famous people on the phone at a job I had. I talked to Rue McClanahan when she was alive.
Okay.
Blanche from the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Got to hear that twang and smiled like a schoolboy. It was just like so cool. I was like, oh. So that was really cool. Chesley Sullenberger, the guy that
really
landed the plane in the Hudson.
Nice.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Nicholas Sparks. He was a pretty cool guy. So
okay.
he wrote the Notebook and that kind of thing.
Gosh, I'm trying to think. I mean, I've met famous comedians like Brian Regan. I mean, you see them after the show. You're able to shake their hand and say hi and thanks for the show and everything. Several famous comedians, but I would have to say John Daly and Tiger Woods. I was at a Bay Hill Invitational golf tournament. Hell, I damn near ran into Tiger Woods too. But yeah, good guys. John Daly's a trip, man.
John Daly's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
What's that?
Obviously, yeah.
John Daly's awesome.
I like it. He did a 10 cup when I was there. He was trying to hit over a big water hazard. Tiger Woods was behind him, by the way. They were playing together that day. And he goes, give me another one. And his caddy's like, so he gives me, he comes up just short again. He's trying to shoot it all the way across. And the play is just to go through the fairway, right? And go around the water. He was trying to go over it. So he pulled a 10 cup. I think he hit 6 balls, took 6 drops. And Tiger Woods has just got his head down, shaking his head because he knows he's played with these guys a long time. He knows what's going on. Tom Kite's across the way, and he's just like, come on, man. It was a trip to see, to be honest. But beautiful day, too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so there's my bump into famous people. All right. I think I deleted that one. I won't ask that one again. All right, Hazel. What do we got left here? Looking at the clock. We're getting up there.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we're done with questions for Briggs, so I'm just going ahead and trying to find...
Oh, good. I like these questions.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Briggs will like this one. From Moist Danger. Question for the show. One exotic weapon or armor you cannot live without. And one you'd scrap right now if you needed shards.
Ooh, okay, so one exotic weapon. Let's see a shot. Armor. I would say Syntheseps, but I just said that I would give it up for my Striker Titan, so I don't know how much I can say that. So I'll just skip that one. But something I would shard right now for probably Titan's Ramparts.
Yeah, because they nerfed it to the ground, right?
Yeah.
I never used it to begin with because I never liked the reduced health on it, and I didn't play enough trials or anything to actually use it when it was like really good for that. So yeah.
Oh, this is an easy one. Now, I'm just clarifying on the question here, Hazel. Is it armor only or weapons and armor?
Weapons and or armor.
Okay. Okay. Armor that I would delete in no time. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't deleted already is Apotheosis Veil. It just doesn't offer anything other than other helmets offer. I know they added a few buffs to it, but it still doesn't give me enough benefit using it as an exotic slot. And my Astrocyte Verse would be my one I cannot get rid of because I love to blink and I love to have my weapons ready when I blink much faster and my radar is up faster. So that's the Astrocyte Verse. I can't get rid of that. And Apotheosis Veil would be the helmet that I get rid of. What about you, Hazel?
This is tough. I mean, Titan just has so many good things. You know?
Yep.
A lot of good armor pieces.
I'd probably say the underused armamentarium. So you get 2 grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Been using that a lot on Strain.
Yup. And then one I'd do away with right now would be Path of the Burning Steps.
And what's that do exactly? I can't remember. I don't know if I have that one. Path of the
Nobody
Burning
fucking knows because nobody uses it.
The
No.
anti-stasis boots.
Yeah, it's the anti-stasis boots. It basically
that's right.
lets you I think like if you do sunspots that your other teammates can run through it and get the buffs.
I see.
No, that's Phoenix Cradle.
Oh. Okay.
Find it, see if I
Yeah,
happen
solar
to have
final
it.
blows improve weapon damage, and you are harder to slow and freeze. Is Path of the Burning Steps. So
I don't have that one
there we
yet.
go. I learned
right.
something new.
I'll know not to go for that one then. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, good question. Thanks, Danger, for that one. What else we got, Hazel?
Yeah. Okay. Here we are. So last night I was in the tower. This is from Scarlet KM. And I wanted to congratulate somebody who was someone leveled up to rank 10, and I wanted to congratulate them. So I went over and meant to hit the gun, shoot the gun in the air emote. And it sounds like a nice gesture, right? But then I accidentally used the touch grass emote.
Oh.
So my question for you is, have you ever accidentally done something on Destiny or real life that you didn't mean to do and felt really bad about it and couldn't do anything to say sorry to the person or the people that you did it to?
Yes, playing Trials and accidentally emoting while having the sad trombone.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. The rest of that match wasn't fun. So.
Yeah, I bet they were a little more serious after that.
Just a little bit. They all sat forward. So that was
never a good
that was
thing.
a rough game.
Never a good thing. Man, how long we got tonight? I mean, I'm always putting my foot in my mouth. I'm always having to correct myself because I'm too impulsive when I blurt out stuff. So, I mean,
Girls.
I think that stands for itself. Yeah. In real life. Yeah. Hazel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually doing that too. So, yeah, I was at work and, like, I'm all about a little bit of competition, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, competition's never a bad thing. But, so yeah, I, made a slight challenge to, my coworkers. And, it was in the form of me going, suck it. So, yeah, in a big meeting with my boss's boss and, yeah,
He raised an eyebrow?
yeah, he raised an eyebrow. He was, he thought it was humorous. At least he smiled anyway.
Yeah, that's good.
But, yeah, it was fun.
All right. you gave a story. I'll give a story real quick. This just happened just a few months ago. I'm on with my new bowling team for the year. And, these are all longtime friends of mine. Cool guys, all my age. We all fit in together. And, I was talking about, one of our bowlers on our team, and his son actually plays on the team. And, something came up about, I think what came up was like, yeah, I can't. I think his son said something like, yeah, I just am not having a good night tonight or whatever. And I said, well, don't worry, man. Your dad's inconsistent. I said, what I meant to say is, hey, man, we're all inconsistent. But I said, your dad over there, he's inconsistent. And then all of a sudden, everybody at the table got quiet. I'm like, fuck me. So, I was basically telling him that he's a scrub. And so I felt so bad that I had to take him aside and say, listen, dude, why you weren't at the table? I said that you were inconsistent. I don't know where the hell. Sometimes I amaze myself at the stuff that comes out of my mind and out of my mouth. I says, I'm sorry, dude. But you know what happened though? He has outplayed me. He has outplayed me score wise for the last month. So it fired him up.
On the shoulder.
It fired him up.
Like, suck it, Gator. Yeah.
He did. And he bowls, later. He bowls down on the, he plays cleanup bowler now, and I don't. So yeah, my ego got a little bruised there, but we're all competitive. But yeah, I still feel bad about that today. Yeah, there's an example right there. But bowlers don't like to be called inconsistent, because being consistent, it makes you a good bowler. That's the key there. All right.
That's hilarious.
God damn, I swear. I amaze myself, I swear. All right, what else we got? Want to do another one?
Sure. Let's see what we got here.
Any new members throwing stuff out there?
Well, that's what I was looking for.
Okay.
Okay, here's a question from Docklefar. Okay. Question for the show. It's been said that hunters have the best exotics, while hunters have to worry about all their stats. Warlocks and Titans can usually use mobility as a dump stat. Do you think this is Bungie's way of balancing the classes?
Go with you first, Briggs.
Can you repeat the question again for me?
So, on Titan, we all know that we don't give a shit about mobility.
Because you're already mobile as hell.
No, because we don't need mobility. It's useless on Titans. So Warlocks Warlocks and Titans, they don't basically have to worry about mobility.
Right.
No, Gator's going to disagree.
I'm just waiting for you to finish. I'm waiting for you to finish.
But with hunters have to worry about all the things. Hunters have to, it's not as easy as just, like Brazil and that's it, basically.
Yeah.
Or Brazil and discipline and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that Bungie's way of balancing the classes by having hunters have to pay attention to more stats and warlocks and titans don't?
I think it might have been just a little bit of an oversight. I wouldn't say just a little bit, but I think it probably was an oversight. Like, nobody will ever dump a whole stat column, and then 5 years later we're just so we don't need that. And hunters are like, God, we need everything.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh.
No, I'm just I in PvP. Let me clarify. Strafe speed is very important to me, especially in 1v1. So I carry at least a tier 7 or higher in mobility. Yes, that means my discipline is probably going to hurt for grenades, but I usually have builds that make up for that. So I agree. For Titan, it's all about resilience, but, yeah. In PvE, no, I do throw it away. I don't need any stability. I mean, mobility. Yeah, I can still get decent jump height. So what do you think, Hazel?
I don't know. I just think they need to put something in mobility to make it mean something. I mean, I know that they tried to tinker with it and that kind of thing. But I mean, you know, they put it on, what was it, like strafe speed and things like this and that. But I don't know. It just needs something. I mean, it needs a rework, I think. So, if they did that, then I'm sure Titans would actually pay attention to mobility. And so would Warlocks. But, I don't know.
Yeah, in PvE, it's useless on a Warlock, so. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you pick one more, Hazel, and I'll go out with a speak pipe. That sound good?
Sure.
We're over the hour mark now, so.
Okay. All right. All right. I got to go with this. All right. It's a fun one.
All right.
All right. From Moist Destiny 2 player. Question for the show. If your RNG in Destiny 2 was a movie, what would that movie be?
Ooh. Good question.
Huh.
Ooh. RNG.
That's a really good.
So what our experience is with RNG in the game compared to a movie. Okay.
Two for the money. I don't know if you guys know that movie.
Double drops, you mean? I mean, the movie
No.
referring to double drops in RNG, or?
No. So in that movie, the main character, I cannot think of his name right now. The one that goes, all right.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, McConaughey. Yeah, so he was a sports bettor, and he started out like super like hot. He was like had like a perfect week like betting, and then it just tragically like just crap hit the fan. He was like going like 2 for 12 for his picks and everything. So I'd say that's how my stuff is. Like when I'm going, like it's like that night I need to just run every single thing because I'm gonna get everything tonight. But when it's bad, it's bad. And the bad times last a long time.
All right. Of course, my mind first went to Matrix because we're talking about RNG and
derp.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say my RNG. I would compare it to the original Airplane movie. It's a joke, and it's funny, and I laugh a little when I get the same arm piece that I have 5 pieces of already. Yeah. All right, Hazel, what's your movie, man?
I'm going to go with the to-do list.
To-do list.
This is a comedy with Aubrey Plaza, where she wants to like have like a to-do list of things before she goes to college.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one.
So
I remember that.
So yeah, that was. I mean, you know, it's like, hey, it's on my list. I'll fucking get to it eventually.
Makes sense. All right. Let's go out with a speak pipe here, and this is going to be from Nitro TJ.
Gator, quick note. If there was one sent in right before this, you just go ahead and throw that one in the trash. Didn't mean to do it. It was at 99% and I accidentally clicked done. at the very top of my screen, and it closed the whole menu. And
This poor guy.
Sorry, so. Alright, hey guys. TJ here. First things first, thank you for everybody that checked on me when I had my head injury. Last week, it was a very nice surprise. I've never had a community care so much about me. And I know I'm not a person that, like, talks in the Discord a lot. I get in the Patreon channel every now and then and have fun with it. But, you know, I just don't talk a lot. I mean, if I'm in a Discord chat, I'm completely different. I talk a lot when I'm in the Discord chat. But I haven't been in there in a while because I've been extremely busy. But so, yeah. But thank you for everybody that checked in on me. I was very, very much happy when I saw those messages. So, moving on before the emotions get the better of me. Recently I've made a big style change in my clothing. And usually I just wear like a t-shirt and some shorts and maybe some flip-flops or Vans. But recently I have been wearing Hawaiian shirts with jeans and either boots or some Vans. And a lot of people say that it's great. I look good on them, so. My question is, have y'all ever made a big style change like that in your life? Like, this has been completely different, and it's been amazing for me. And I even got a hat that I've got a Hawaiian shirt coming in. It's like a turquoise green, but I got a hat that's like perfectly matches for it, so super excited to see how that looks on me. Yeah. So, I guess I'll see y'all next week.
Thanks, Nitro TJ. Hope you're feeling better, dude.
Yeah, for sure. We need picks, by the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Briggs, you changing your style up, man?
No, I'm a creature of habit.
I hear you, man.
I wear my sweatpants and a t-shirt and some gym shoes. That's pretty much my uniform. They just come in different colors.
That feels comfortable to me.
It's amazing.
All right, I gotta know. Hazel, you changed it up?
I have actually. It's been kind of crazy. I used to basically just always wear jeans and that kind of thing. Well, in the course of like working for a bank and things like that, I've actually ended up dressing a little more formal and that kind of thing. So, and I kind of like it. It feels nice to get dressed up and feel pretty and oh so pretty kind of thing.
Was that like on your Christmas card you sent me? Kind of like that? You remember what was on it?
I don't fucking remember that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
Months ago, dude. Yeah. So, if you say so. But
okay. You look good. You look dapper, man. You look good.
Sure. Hey, I mean, that was the goal. I'll tell you that.
Cool.
But yeah, actually my wife just tells me to put on shit and I
don't they all, man? My wife gave up.
Yeah. Mine hasn't. Mine's like, motherfucker, you're going to do this or I'm going to fucking cut off your, but,
that's why you weren't smiling. Okay, never mind. She had a pinch. She was pinching you too. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's probably true, man. But all that being said, yeah, that's pretty much my answer. Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think my style is?
Probably chainmail. Chainmail.
Good one, Briggs. Touche, buddy. Touche. I used to wear jorts. I was a big jorts guy, man. Back in the 2000s.
Okay.
And yeah, I like jorts. They were comfortable.
You're that guy. Yeah.
Well, it was big back then. But no, I've slowly changed over to more golf attire because comfort is everything for me. It's Florida, man. It's just hot down here. So I wear a really nice golf short, kind of a long golf short, nothing crazy short, but I love golf polos. They're sweat resistant. They wick up good. They're very loose because you have to swing a club. And my big ass, I gotta have lots of room to move. So yeah, that's my style right now. And I changed that from wearing jorts and like t-shirts and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a good question. Good question, TJ. Like I said, man, we need some picks, as Hazel said.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Real quick here. My style used to be, like baggy as fuck jeans. And, yeah, man, it was baggy jeans and that whole thing, with the afro and everything. It was a thing, man.
Now we need picks.
Yeah, definitely do.
Oh man, I was a badass in my own mind. Yeah.
Oh my God. I remember baggy jeans.
Yeah, baggy jeans were the shit.
I used to wear, never mind. I'm not going there. That'll definitely reveal.
You used to wear like Jinko jeans?
No, it wasn't Jinkos. It was parachute pants.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah,
running.
dude, you remember those?
We need picks.
You don't remember them. I don't have any.
Picks.
I really don't have any.
Yeah.
I wore the zipper shirt that Michael Jackson wore.
Gator. I'm reaching out to Mrs. Gator.
My mom used to go, my poor mom, she would bring me to a place called Merry-Go-Round back in the day. And that's who sold parachute pants and stuff. I will tell you this though, as much as how crazy those outfits were, my mom was, God bless her. She was always making sure I had the hippest stuff going to school. She was so good to us kids. But those parachute pants,
then.
Dude, those parachute pants are the most comfortable pants I've ever worn.
Did you also say can't touch this?
No, those are the baggy jeans. Or the baggy pants.
Time?
Yeah. Hey everyone, thanks for your questions tonight. Really good questions tonight. You guys don't disappoint. Hey, and just an invitation to you new members out there. Hey, don't feel intimidated. Throw a question at us. If you're in the Discord now, you know where the questions are for Discord questions. And throw some questions out there. We like to hear everyone speak up. We try to represent everyone who puts a question in. So, yeah, keep sending them our way. All right. Mr. Fudd, take it away, sir.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
Thank you, Mr. Fudd. Hope you're doing well, buddy. This is the final segment of our show. This is where we pick our song for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. It's a little sample of what the two of us and our guest here like to listen to, and we invite you to listen to it as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify, and we have the also the playlist on Apple Music as well. The links will be down in the description. And this has just kind of been a tradition of past podcasts, and we're just carrying it along. We now have 1,101 songs representing all of us and all of our past guests ever since we started this podcast in July of 2019. So, yeah, it's kind of a musical history, if you will. All right, we'll start with you, Briggs. What'd you pick tonight, man?
I picked Summer Friends by Chance the Rapper.
Chance. Anything about this song that you really dig or why you picked it?
So it kind of reminds me of like being an only kid and growing up. And then like certain stuff he like mentioned, like certain areas of Chicago where I would go visit my family who still lived out there. So like it's small stuff that just it reminds me of being a child.
Is Chance from Chicago?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Rap Game, so I know of him, but yeah. All right, cool. Thanks, Briggs. Hazel, what did you pick tonight, man?
All right. Hey, before I do that, I want to give a shout out to the individuals that did the commercial.
Yes.
Last week. Because can I just say that it was the most surreal thing for me to hear that. To hear people, I mean, you know, I guess, Gator, you can chime in with this too.
Yeah, I will.
But
I'll let you speak.
I never thought that when we started this, that one, people would actually, like,
give a shit.
Put money towards this shit.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, that was like, I mean, you know, money is money. You know, people have some, you know, disposable income, so they're going to throw some. And hey, it's awesome that they throw it to us. Absolutely. I appreciate that. It's just fantastic. And we put it right back in here. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's the time that people take out of their time to spend with us.
Yeah.
Doing scrims like with Briggs. The amount of effort. I mean, I don't know how much effort went into that commercial. It seemed a lot, honestly. And that, it just meant so much to me. And it's weird that it hit me like it did, but I just got like all emotional and shit. I'm guessing it's the medicine.
Might have been. People were saying you were a little emotional last week.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I probably was. Shit. I don't even remember what the hell I said until I went back and listened to it. And I was like, it's like, I disagree with that motherfucker. I was like, oh, that's me. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I just thought it was an awesome moment that everybody like chimed in and did that. And I mean, put their time into it. I appreciate you. And it meant a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, a lot of work goes into making that little, 3 or 4 minute snippet. I mean, they have to put a script together. They got to time it where everyone says it on time and not over talks each other. The music has to be mixed properly. And shout out to Mullet for editing that, by the way. He edited that on a phone app.
Really?
Wow.
I was talking to him and I said, dude, mad props. I would be lost trying to edit anything on my phone. I have to have my PC to edit. And, he's got some, he's got some DJ roots, so he knows some of the music apps out there. So yeah, that was all Mullet. Yeah. And thank you to Rodimus for putting it all together. And, Rodimus has something else in the works. I'm not going to say anything, but
I'm aware.
We have a pretty cool episode coming up very soon. I'm not going to say when. You'll have to just tune in, but, it gave me an idea. And what do you think about this, Hazel? I'm going to, you know what? No, I'm going to table that until you guys hear this special episode that comes out, and then you guys can give us feedback on it. But I had an idea for the Patreon community to pitch in on the show. And, I'll just leave it at that. But we've got some ideas churning, guys, is what we're trying to say. It's not always the same old thing. We're always trying to innovate and do new stuff. But, yeah, I thought it was so well done. I was beside myself. It was really good. So thanks everyone who, put that together last week. And, I was just beside myself that they even gave a crap to even present something to that and honor our Discord and our show,
Exactly. I mean, this is like the most successful thing I think I've been a part of.
It's pretty cool. It's surreal. That's for sure.
Exactly.
All right. Well, speaking of music, what did you, pick tonight? See that transition? How did it?
Yeah. Smooth.
Damn, I actually did a transition. Holy shit.
It wasn't that smooth though.
Well, now it isn't.
Okay. So, after talking to, Briggs in our chat here, during the week, he was talking about mixtapes, and I went back and I found an old mixtape on a burned CD that somebody gave me for Drake. Huh. And I started listening to Drake again. So I'm pulling an audible here. And I'm going with Over by Drake. This is from his You Can Thank Me Later or Thank Me Later CD.
Okay.
And it was, I want to say it was like his first like real CD, but it was.
He got rich off a mixtape.
Yeah, he did. So.
First name greatest, last name ever.
That mixtape was awesome, though.
Yeah, it was great.
I wish I knew how my buddy found like all these mixtapes that he had, but I don't know.
My truck
I'm sure it was legal.
My truck has a CD changer in it still. I know. It's an 06. That's what was big back then. I have all these mixed CDs in there of stuff I burnt back in the 2000s, and it's just really cool to hear it all again. Yeah. Speaking of mixed CDs, you know, when I'm looking for music, I always try to find something that maybe, especially us in the States, haven't heard of. So I started digging through my collection, and I found this really cool group I think you guys will dig. The band's been a mess. It's reformed. People quit, had new people moved in. They started it in 94, and they have been going for 28 years now, but a lot of new members have shuffled in and out. The known originally as a trip hop band, I had to look this up. Trip hop is a music genre that originated in the 90s in the UK, especially Bristol. It has been described as a psychedelic fusion of hip hop and electronica with slow tempos and an atmospheric sound, often incorporating elements of jazz, soul, funk, reggae, dub, and R&B. Man, that's a lot of stuff in one song. They've morphed, like I said, into more of a progressive rock band now since 2004 to today. You might actually know this music or know this band. They actually were the featured music in the teaser trailer for Cyberpunk 2077 when it was first advertised. The song I chose is off their 2022 album, Call to Arms and Angels, and the song is Fear There and Everywhere. And the band is Archive. It's a really cool sound, and I don't think they're very popular in the States, so check them out. And also our question of the month for April. It's going to be here before you know it, guys. The question I have is, what is your go-to subclass of choice in PvP and PvE if you play it? And why do you always go back to it as your favorite? It's a real easy question of the month. So let us know, more importantly, why you go back to it. What is it that you really just can't get away from? We'll need your answers by Thursday, April 27th. That is going to approach very quickly. Hazel and I will play the answers from our SpeakPipes and include our answers from our Discord. You can send us a voicemail of your answer at speakpipe.com/GuardianDownCast. You can enter them in our question of the month channel in our Discord. I'll have links to our Discord and our SpeakPipe in our show description right down there. We'll be having another drawing for a $25 Amazon gift card. Hammer Crasher won this last month, but the SpeakPipe answers will be entered into an additional drawing for podcast merch, which you can get from our merch vendor, Designed by Humans, also used by the Potato Thumbs podcast, and search for Guardian Downcast. That's our little store that we have, our storefront. We have all kinds of little designs and stuff. Shout out to Snail in Trails, my daughter, who made a lot of these designs. So, just want to mention that. And man, oh man, do we have Patreons to shout out this week. We have new Patreon members. We wanted to welcome our new tip jar patron, Hayoka. I hope I'm saying that right. Fist bump patron, Boba Fett. We have a tip jar patron, Dunhinged. Another fist bump patron, Dark Mornings. And we'd finally like to welcome a brand new raid boss patron. That would be the White Gnome. Thank you, sir. And thank you to all of our Patreon community. We also want to give a final shout out to our Dungeon Champion patrons. As I mentioned, Scoot, Oh Hey Redneck, Technical, Toll the Bell, Waffle, Raffy, and Mullet. And now Trash Panda has upgraded into the Dungeon Champions. Yeah.
Nice.
And not only that, Nitro TJ also upgraded to Dungeon Champions. So, yeah. And of course,
guys,
the people who really, really help out our show immensely would be our raid boss patrons. And that would be Jealous, Frostbite, Average Destiny 2 player, Theory, and again, the White Gnome. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Quick thank you to all our Patreon members out there. You know who you are. Giving back to our show and community has really been great. And Hazel and I, thank you. I mentioned this last week, Hazel. I listened to a 2-hour Destiny podcast. It had 8 ads that just totally interrupted the flow of the conversation. And I was like, man, that's a lot of ads in one 2-hour show. So
you're saying we need more ads?
No, I'm saying
sure?
Because of our patrons, we don't have to do that stuff. So, and as long as we don't have to do that, I'm not going to do it. So, they've single-handedly given us the option to not look for sponsors, to fund our hobby, make things easier for us. But they also kick in to provide
dude, I want a Manscaped thing.
No, dude, I turned that down. No.
What about
crop trimmer?
No, exactly. No lawnmower 3.0. No, I'm not doing it, man. You gonna sit there and tell people how you're cleaning your junk up? I'm not gonna.
They got ball deodorant, man.
Ball deodorant? What? Do we need ball deodorant?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, are we that bad of shape we need ball deodorant?
What about?
I mean, working in attics, swamp
Come
mud
on,
is
man.
notorious.
You got sweat and
It's called get a shower.
But
I'm sorry, man.
What about advanced GG, man? You
No.
get some flavor that's tastes like ass.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not into the energy drinks. Sorry, man. I can't do that. Yeah. And, so anyway, if you see our little gold tier patrons in the Discord, they do us a favor. Send them a DM and say thanks, man, for giving back to our Discord community, because without them, we can't offer merch, the giveaways. I mean, we were giving away Destiny expansions till the end of the year, or toward the end, with 2 of those. That's all from the patrons. Me and Hazel can't afford to do that stuff. You guys make it happen. So thank you for that. Yep. I did want to announce we have a new Patreon episode coming out next week. Especially all you new members, get that RSS feed. It's in the app. It's also, you can look for it in the website. That way you can just cut and paste the RSS feed that's just yours, put it in your app, cut and paste it. And that way, when anytime there's any extra podcast episodes coming out for our Patreon community, it'll automatically go to whatever podcast app you listen to. So please do that. Just want to mention that again. I know I've mentioned it several times.
Yeah. Thank you.
If you received any value from our little show and you're interested in giving back to our community, just check out patreon.com/support Guardian Downcast. Link is our description below. There's different tiers. There's a special badge in our Discord and the Patreon lounge. So thank you, everyone. That's it, guys. That's a wrap. Another episode in our collection for our listeners out there. We have 195 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our community. So, hey, take a look at those, especially if you're just finding out about us. We got some really great interviews in those past episodes. So if you like what you hear, also tell a friend about us. Briggs, thanks, buddy, for coming out tonight, man.
Aw, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciated this.
Yeah,
it's a ton of fun.
Dude, you're always involved in anything that's going on in our community, man. So we thank you for that. So, yeah. You want to give a shout out to anybody, or you want to tell folks where they can find you?
So you can find me pretty much everywhere at Big Briggs 28.
Cool deal.
Anywhere and everywhere, pretty much.
Nice.
All right, Hazel. Where can people find you, sir?
Quick and easy. Hazel NT, anywhere and everywhere.
Gotta like the branding. All right. You can contact me via the Twitter. Did I just say the Twitter? You can contact me via Twitter at Todd the Gator. God, I'm old. You can also find
saying the twatter.
God, I used to say that too. You can also find me on Steam, PS5, and YouTube. Hey, I got a channel. It's called Todd the Gator. 2 Ds, GATR. I create videos to help new players. I also put some opinion pieces out there, some gameplays, live streaming, all that good stuff. And this very podcast actually posts to that channel as well. So if you want to check out that and want to listen to them on YouTube, there's a podcast tab as well on the channel. Check that out. I have another podcast called the Destiny Help Desk that basically does the same thing as the video format. It's just in an audio format. So if you don't watch YouTube, you can check it out there. All right.
Oh, hey,
yeah, man.
One of the questions in the Discord was, is there going to be any merch for, the Destiny Help Desk?
Okay. I'll look into that. I'll get with my artist and see if we can come up with something. I'll throw it in the same store, I guess, right? It's kind of a sister podcast. So, okay. I'll look into it. I'll leave it at that. All right. We have a very special Scumdesk Corner tonight. He said, definitely play this one tonight. Save the one I left with you last week. Play that one next week. But here we go. Uncle Scumdeath, what's going on in the UK today, brother?
Hello, and welcome to a very special version of Scumdeath's Corner. I believe I have 2 new fans. That's what I've heard. Bailey and Matthew. I did get a message from Cloud Nebula 76, and I'm going to read it out. I'm not sure if he wants me to read it out, but I'm going to anyway. So it's, dude. So I've got my lads listening to the podcast when we're in the car, and my youngest, who is 12, is in the back wetting himself at some of the stuff you send in on speak pipes. Lol. He then saw your name flash up as online when we were playing Destiny 2. And was like, Dad, you have Uncle Scumdeath on your friends list. That's so cool. I'll tell you what, that blows my mind. That blows my mind. So I'm doing a massive shout out to Bailey and Matthew. Bailey is 12 years old. Matthew is 17 years old. I just want to do a massive shout out to them boys. I'm not sure if they play Destiny. Cloud, you'll have to get back to me on that one. But if they don't play Destiny at the minute, then you're gonna have to get them into Destiny, and we'll get a fire team together. We'll jump into some Crucible or whatever. But yeah, man, tell you what, your kids are awesome. If they enjoy what I do, I don't do very much. All I do is just, act like the fool. But if they enjoy it, man, if it makes people happy days, If your kids are happy, mate, I'm happy. So I'll tell you what, I love you all. Bailey, hell yeah. Matthew, hell yeah. Come on. Listen to War Crab. Love ya. Bye.
That's a good guy right there.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Hey, everyone. Remember, as you're playing the new Lightfall expansion, take breaks, get outside, and touch grass. Not yet, Hades. Heal up, buddy. Continue to be safe, everyone. And more importantly, hey, take care of one another. Life's too damn short.
Defeat is not surrender, Guardian.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled.
Peace.
See? He knew what to do.
Red ship you got there, man.
That's my Amalon ship, man. That's one of my favorite ships.
I've never seen that shit. Wait, have I seen that shit?
It looks like a micro machine.
It looks like a sparrow.
No.
It does look like a sparrow.
No.
Is it like a transformer? Does it land and then you can ride it?
No, it's not that. It's a beautiful ship.
That shit is tiny.
I like them nice, slow, and fast and sleek.
Nice,
wait a minute. Your show's
slow.
Your ships are smaller than mine.
No,
mine's mammoth compared to yours.
Love that your first response is not how broken the Warlock was week one.
We're not talking about the Warlock. We're talking about the Titan.
No, I'm talking about the Warlock, man. You have a short memory when it comes to shit like that.
Well, what's the phrase? Hold on. You're like a jilted girlfriend. What do you got against Warlocks? Hey, Hazel, what's going on in player support report?
Hey, shit's broken.
There it is. I was waiting for it.